If you're a young female in this space and someone comes up to you and they say, I can do this for you, I can do that for you, I can do this for you, just run, for real. Just get away, you know? I'm not gonna say that you're gonna be sexually assaulted, but you're gonna be used, you're gonna be manipulated, and you know, that even also goes for any man. I mean, let's just look at Twitch the other day.
So let's take a look at the Tectone update. And for the most part, the Tectone update is just kind of more of the shit that I should have covered last year. I'm realizing that I should have gotten in early on this coin and it would have gone to the moon already, because clearly there was stuff here that I had missed. ShaMoo is the guy that we checked out last time. We watched a video of his right here. It is called Tectone, Twitch's Most Abusive Liar, and you'll be seeing this VOD come to the channel. But in the meantime, you should just go watch that video. It's an hour long. It's really good. Now, there have been some things have been happening to Tectone recently. Some people have started talking about it.
Why am I 2 frames? There's something evil in that building that makes me 2 frames.
Tectone is a rapist!
Okay, is this the only time that Anissa has ever been audible? Like, she made sure she got close enough to the mic to deliver this line. It's the only time anything she says is audible.
Tectone is a rapist!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Tectone is a rapist!
Why am I...
I'm sorry, that's really funny. That clip is insane. Someone randomly posted this to Twitter, otherwise I wouldn't have seen it, so I wanted to introduce it with that. Carl in the chat says, she forgot to say a legend. Well, who knows? Maybe that could end well for her. Listen, I think that our boy Tectone might have a couple of bigger problems right now in the kitchen. So, in our last stream, there's an update to this, and I want to showcase it, because there is some evidence that it might not have been Tectone himself who did this. Tectone was accused of violating his 10-year protective order against his victim in under 48 hours. If you don't know, Asmongold's confirmed it. Tectone lost his case to Pink Chew. Pink Chew being his recent girlfriend, more recent girlfriend, not the Fram girl that he was married to before this. Pink Chew is the one who accused him of basically everything about a year ago, and the court case is over. He lost, and there's a 10-year protective order against him, kind of preventing him from really saying much about it. Tectone, on a burner account, the allegation states, leaked a non-public filing that you can't access without a direct link to his Discord. The burner has never posted in 5 years prior. So what happened was, a thing pops up here, Odyssey Web, Travis County, Register of Action, da-da-da-da. This is the court case. This is the court case. It's just a protective order case. Ms. Kiff is making a big old stink out of a nothing burger. And the claim was that no random chatter would be able to find access to this, like, super leaked secret document that contains docs information that was never meant to be public. And they also pointed out that the big ol' nothing burger seemingly lines up with Tectone's speech. He uses the word ol constantly, or not constantly, but like more than average people use the word ol. So that was what their initial claim was. And this is like the case summary document that they showed. So it had like actual leaked names and information on it. If found guilty of this, if Tectone has actually done it, Tectone could be charged in contempt of court and stalking with a third-degree felony for violating this order. It could land Tectone anywhere between 2 to 10 years in jail and over a $10,000 fine. So if he actually does this, and this is actually a thing that he did, yeah, he would be totally fucked for this. He'd be in a big old world of hurt. To be concise, there's no way to access this filing unless you are Tectone, Pink Chew, or the lawyer. That has been contested now also by ShaMoo in an update. I've tried, you can't, but he's posted on his own Discord while seething about Missive's coverage after the protection order discussion. Here's full proof the document wasn't public, meaning it had to be leaked by Tectone. The only ones with access were Tectone, his lawyers, Pink, and her lawyers. So for anyone doubting that he doxed his victim, here's a screen recording of court search showing that you couldn't have accessed this without the direct link. Smart search, no cases match your search, search criteria, victim name, it's not going to be there. Hi, what's going on? Future Nick here. I thought I would jump in the middle of this segment to provide a bit more information, because in the following segment we find out more here, and it doesn't really make sense to leave this in a place of like speculation when I do already kind of know the answer. So I wanted to jump in here. What you're about to see is ShaMoo, the guy who's published these claims, stating, oh wait, you know that stuff that I said seems pretty damning a minute ago? It is possible that there's an exploit on the site that could also have allowed these documents to leak, even if it wasn't Tectone, Tectone's lawyer, or any of these other people who would have had access to it. Well, ShaMoo then found a couple of days later that the Travis County Court reached back out to him and said, "Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We're looking into it. Protective order cases at the county clerk level should not be viewable to the public online." And when trying to access it through the exploit that ShaMoo finds and found, they actually patched it. So while initially it looks kind of sketchy about how this was done, and I think there's still a chance that Tectone gets subpoenaed to see what the fuck happened, because I'm sure that they're going to be thorough about how this information got on Legal Mindset stream and got broadcasted to so many people. The thing that we're seeing right here is that there was another method to get it. So you can't say that it must have come from Tectone. You can't say that it must have come from Tectone's lawyer or something like that, because that's not true. It is entirely possible that that random fan on the dead account or whatever stumbled across this, released it to the Discord, and then Legal Mindset could have just chosen on his own behalf to go and cover it, because he's a lawyer who covers LawTube stuff. And I think that Legal Mindset, people are speculating, well, maybe Tectone told him. I think that's kind of stupid. I think that Legal Mindset is just like a general dick sucker, and I think that he thinks he can get a lot of brownie points off of covering this, so he's diving headfirst into doing it. So I don't know if there is any foul play involved. At this point, I don't think there is. So I wanted to include this just to not spread any misinformation. When I know that while I'm editing this, there's more information that I could possibly add. And this is a protective order, so if you violated this, there's like potential fucking jail time or stuff. So I want to be very careful with how I cover this. Anywho, thank you very much. And yeah, go buy the hot sauce. The Ricky's hot sauce is going to be out probably by the time I stream next. So you might want to grab that right now, rickysauce.com. I did see recently, ShaMoo said, regarding the Tectone court case leaking, I've received details which makes it possible that it was not Tectone, but a coding error on the Travis County Court portal, which illegally populates the case. This case is supposed to be sealed, isn't accessible except via glitch. The user still joined Tectone's Discord, only posted the case itself 15 minutes after joining, which is incredibly suspect, but it's possibly a third party. Regardless, Tectone's Discord hosted the victim's docs and private medical records for hours and was the origination of its circulation. So yeah, I still think this looks really bad on Tectone. If they found a way to access it, that's fine. But it's interesting that it appears a sock account just shows up in Tectone's Discord server, posts a previously unearthed document that no one else has access to, including people who have been like researching this case and trying to dig this shit up for months because they hate him. Like, they're not even finding these things. And then it pops up and it's right there. So I don't know if it's him. I don't know if they use some weird exploit to get access to it, but it's a little convenient. And I believe Tectone didn't even ban this user at the time of my last stream. He only removed the post, or the moderator had removed the post. So who cares? I don't know, dude, but I'm gonna throw you out of the chat for asking. I didn't ask. I don't care. And then he was jumping in and live liking tweets during this. I don't like Tectone at all, but it feels like you shouldn't instantly say that's him on a burner. It feels like there should be more research on his language. So while this was happening too, Tectone was jumping in and liking tweets and shit. So that's fucking crazy. Probably Mizkif, Rip Bozo. Well, wouldn't Mizkif have had it? That would have been crazy too, but... So just to be clear, though, we did talk about it last time. I wanted to correct it. There apparently is a method to gain access to it, a little known method that you could have done. So it gives him some plausible deniability. And hey, maybe that's enough that it doesn't get super investigated further. But yeah, we're back to the start. Ms. Kiff says the judge ordered Tectone to delete evidence. Yeah, this is a clip that was from the other stream I wanted to show here. It's kind of an intro.
This is crazy. He used OTK power saying he could get her deals with mythic talent. He said, and I quote, "It would be good for me to have a hot cosplay girl living in the house."
Dude, his dramatic pause after every sentence.
Said all she had to do to live there for free is edit pictures and thumbnails, and it then turned into suck my dick for free rent. I felt disgusted he treated me like a blowjob machine. She claimed he made her degrade herself, and if you do this, we'll have a normal relationship. Trying to make her sign an NDA, but refused. She tried paying rent because she said...
Norwood 4, by the way. Dude, the fucking Norwood scale has done irreparable harm to the internet.
You don't pay rent, get to work. Basically saying you don't pay rent, suck my dick. It became the point that she felt blowjobs were an obligation. During that time, she got her boobs done, and she said she couldn't do anything, but he became upset and unruly. So one day he grabbed her head by the shoulders and put her face by his crotch and started jerking off. Told her to open up.
There are people who have only heard this come out of Ms. Kiff's mouth, And I kind of shit on Mizkif a lot last stream, justifiably so, because he couldn't even get through delivering what happened without complaining and constantly making reference to how he's the victim and he's doing damage and stuff. And I was kind of mean to him for that. It was a lot of me. The people who watched my coverage came away doing the exact same thing. Right, like that was the exact same takeaway they had. Can I just give you, dude, how do I say this without sounding crazy? I'm never gonna say this again, but just for context today, can I just defend Mizkif for a second? I'm never gonna say that again. I actually sat down because I was using this as an intro thing. I have never watched this video. This is one of, dude, it's not a defense of everything Mizkif has ever done. It's not really a defense of anything Mizkif's ever done. But I understand why he's so angry. Because this video is so fucking bad. I need you, before you hammer me on this, don't defend him, don't defend him, don't defend him. I need you to just watch this Tectone video with me really quickly, and you need to see how agonizing this actually is. Like, I was getting mad, and I hate Mizkif.
I want to make one thing perfectly clear.
This is so fucking fake. And the thing that he says here, I notice is a pattern for him. Every time he's about to lie, he just says, this is not content. This is not content for me. And I've noticed like a pattern of his speech, and it starts to come up in random different places.
Before I begin this video, that I know a lot of people have been waiting on me for a very long time to make, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. This video is not for content. This
video is not for content thing. He keeps saying this.
Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
He always does this.
The shout out.
Nick, did you say me?
Thank you. What I'm saying when I say like defending Mizkif, this is an agonizing fake fucking video. And it's worse than I think you know, because I don't think anybody here has watched past the first 2 minutes that I showed them.
This video isn't to be in I told you so. This video really isn't a pile on the Mizkif.
Like, I can at least respect Mizkif saying, I am piling on. This is me being a hater. I do fucking want to farm your misery. But fucking Tectone is sitting here, like, pussyfooting, and it's really cringe.
Train right now. It's really not. This video is very important to me to talk about. I take no enjoyment in this. I take no...
Bro, how long are you going on about it?
...pride in this. You might see me make a joke or two on Twitter because hearing a fucking stuffed animal is a deadly weapon was insane to me. But this is just kind of...
Do you see him like clip farming through his sentence of how he doesn't care?
People want to hear what I have to say.
It's so fake! It's agonizingly fake!
And I'm going to say it. I will also preface this video. This is not a video where I will ever talk about the trials and tribulations and issues that I had.
Like, I'm watching this and I understand why he's talking about your trial. It makes total sense.
With Miz. It's not the time. It's not the place. People have already come out with their stories
Nicholas
and rather
the Goat,
garnering
thank you for
any
the
sympathy
$5,
from
my
me,
man.
I'd rather you just go support the other people instead. I don't need any sympathy. I don't need any pity.
Also, can you just leave? Please, you have so much money. Fix your deviated septum. Holy shit, dude. Charlie from Smiling Friends is wearing a wife beater on his porch.
Go support and listen to them and support them the best you can. And I appreciate that. I will say this, Miz, in case you're watching this. I do hope...
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Mizkif looks like he was in a terrible 2000s era boy band, and Tectone looks like he was in a terrible 2000s era nu metal band. It's like TRL, except the R doesn't stand for request.
All right, what you're going to see right now is Tectone attempting to try to look like he's passive, but while basically giving the Walter White speech to Hank Schrader in his garage. Dude, if you don't know what you're doing, maybe you should just stay out of it. Maybe, dude.
this.
He's giving the fucking garage speech to Hank Schrader in the gayest possible tone.
Miz, in case you're watching this, I do hope you take care of yourself. I do. I know you're kind of going down this route of you want to drop nukes on everybody and watch the whole world burn, and that's fine, and that's dandy. It's not really going to change anything, is it? Not really. You can do whatever it is you want to do, but my suggestion is just that you simply retire, move forward with your life. You have the money, and, you know.
If you don't know if that's true and you don't know what you're dealing with, maybe you should tread lightly. This is so fucking cringe. This is so fucking cringe. I actually, dude, the only thing I could possibly give Mizkif back on all of this, and I will admit that I was wrong, is this guy is so fucking insufferable. The only reason we haven't covered Tectone more is I couldn't be asked to watch his videos. I think I would have raged out like a month ago if I was watching these things. Like, completely different context.
On living. This whole situation is just very disheartening because the longer that I exist in the space, the longer that my community,
dude, he's doing it too! Mizkif got accused of fucking domestic violence, and he's talking about his community and the drama that he had with him, bro.
That
he's doing it fucking too!
The longer that my community, others' community will realize that the people who have been shit-talking me and blacklisting me and slandering me are slowly coming out for everyone to realize that, man, if someone's shit-talking me, pretty much a big red flag.
Dude, this guy deserves it. I'm sorry, the me bullshit. Fucking please agree with me. Dude, he actually deserves it. I would do the exact same thing. Holy shit, dude. He's trying to say because Mizkif got caught that everybody criticizing him must be a sexual predator. Are we serious right now? Are we serious? Dude, everybody who says shit about me must be a sexual predator.
Someone's shit-talking me. It's pretty much a big red flag at this point, and trust me, the things I get to talk about later are going to be even better.
Dude, the whole first 2 minutes of this video, guys, I take no pleasure in making this. This is not content. And he's like, dude, you don't understand. The shit that I'm gonna bring you though,
Nicholas,
dude, this new shit. Oh, this new shit's gonna be crazy. He's running a promo right now. He's running a fucking promo.
What's hilarious is I've already won, but I'm really enjoying my time off, so I'm not even going to talk about it yet. But I got some great things to talk about later.
Was he talking about his court case? Wait, is that a comment? Dude, wait.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment in your show called
October.
Ultimate
Does
Rape
he think he was
Review.
winning his court
Is
case?
this turkey tech one?
Dude, what is happening?
Better. What's hilarious is I've already won, but I'm really enjoying my time off, so I'm not even going to talk about it yet. But I got some great things to talk about
Guys,
later.
there's crazy drama coming down the pipeline.
For any female streamer,
Okay, this is getting... Dude, I used to think it was polite. I just realized it was like total nerd death if you call someone a female. Like, you immediately sound like today we're going to be talking about the 10 hottest Sonic female characters. Like, dude, anybody who says, like, listen, man, to all the females in my audience, that guy is... Dude, I have every negative thought the minute you say to any female streamer in the audience.
for any female streamer,
Ugh.
for any young streamer
Oh, God.
that's in this space,
I'm looking for someone to suck my dick right now.
I hope that you can learn.
Did you see he was gesturing with his mouth? He's like, for any female streamer in
That's
the
in this
audience.
space.
And they just started like, well,
I hope that you can learn from this. Any of the large streamers that frequently orchestrate...
what a weird take. Dude, Emiru gets fucking assaulted twice or whatever. There's the allegations about Mizkif and then the assault at the convention. And then Tectone gets on camera. It's like,
Nicholas DeOrio.
I hope
streamed
you've
about this
learned.
last night,
I
and
hope
after watching Nick's
female
stream, I'm kind of
streamers
been
have
black-pilled on this
learned
shit.
their lesson.
I have to go to jury duty tomorrow. I
Oh,
wish I
no.
could sit on this trial so I can throw Tectone in the psych ward.
He already lost. It's okay.
large
Yeah, he said young, dude.
collaborative events. I'm letting you know those are the shitbags in the space. Those who constantly bring on other large streamers onto their platform over and over and over and over again, things will eventually come out. They will. They will. If you're a young female in this space and someone comes up to you and they say, I can do this for you, I can do that for you, I can do this for you.
Wait a minute. I can do this for you. I can do that for you. I've done everything for you. Do you remember is there a streamer that said, "I have done everything for you" to a female streamer, to one of the hottest Sonic female characters.
Okay? So if you're confused, you're going to stay confused. Because this shit is not about content for me. Okay? I know the person who needs to hear this is going to hear this. And I mean this genuinely.
By the way, can we just note this really quickly? One.
Okay? So if you're confused, you're going to stay confused. Because this shit is not about content for me.
This is where he's addressing the person who just beat him in a lawsuit. This is not content for me. Strike one. He's about to lie.
Okay? I know the person who needs to hear this is going to hear this. And I mean this genuinely. Okay? I did everything for you. And they in this space. And someone comes up to you and they say, I can do this for you, I can do that for you. Okay? I did everything for you. I helped you with everything. I fixed everything for you. I was there for you like nobody else was there for you in your whole life. Your words, not mine. The fact that you're letting these people get into your ear. People,
Hebrews.
the same people who are talking behind my back.
Dude, I get it. I understand it. Dude, listen, I don't like Mizkif. I don't support Mizkif. Mizkif sucks. Bro, I understand. I get what happened now. I'm understanding what happened.
I can do this for you. Just run. For real. Just get away. You know? I'm not going to say that you're going to be sexually assaulted, but...
What a weird fucking thing to say. Dude, if someone walks up and says they could do things for you, just get away from them. I'm not saying they're going to fucking rape you right there and then, but listen, man, in this line of work, this is so fucking creepy. This is such a creepy video.
I'm not going to say that you're going to be sexually assaulted, but...
This is such a... Dude.
You know?
This is like the Joker rant.
I'm not going to say that you're going to be sexually assaulted, but...
I mean, this is just creepy. This whole thing is really creepy. He's literally repeating the same verbiage that he himself has used in the past to try to paint, like, I guess, an example of what predatory people in the space do. I mean, it's just bizarre.
You're going to be used, you're going to be manipulated, and, you know, that even also...
so humble. Proceeds to go off on a narcissistic rant about how much he is the greatest person in the world.
Yeah, dude, this is not content for me. Please support the victims, but let me just say, there's a lot of rapists on Twitch, and there's a lot of people who hate Tectone. And I am just wondering, is there any correlation between the people who hate Tectone and love raping women? It's like, dude, all right, let's just calm down. We're not making a WWE thing. This is not a WWE thing right now. We just move on, dude.
Goes for any man. I mean, let's just look at Twitch the other day. If you're a man and you get sexually assaulted on stream, bro, the woman got banned for 24 hours. I don't even remember the dumb whore's name, but that shit blew my fucking mind.
That's awesome.
Getting very tired.
Why does he keep doing that thing with his mouth?
Whore's name, but that shit blew my fucking mind.
Dude, that was somebody stabbing the voodoo doll of him.
Getting very tired.
What was that?
Whore's name, but that shit
He just got lockjaw in the middle of the conversation.
Blew my fucking mind.
That's Jake Paul after his recent fight.
Very tired of this streaming space as of late. Is anybody else getting tired of it? I remember when drama was just this person called that person a funny name, and now they're going to yell about it.
Bro, this is when you started making drama content, was in this landscape. You were playing gacha games before. You can't come in here and tell everybody how it shouldn't be run.
Now it's just crimes. It's sad, really.
Bro, dude, we've been literally covering shit before you had even a glimmer of your eye of all the money you could make by grinding the Hassan Piker shit.
It's disheartening. Doesn't feel good to share that news. It's crazy what this system can do to people. And I don't really want to touch on anything criminal that Miz
Oh my god, dude.
has been accused of. I have no interest in that.
He's such a pathetic loser, bro. Holy fuck, dude. Do you understand? Do you understand that? Do you understand why he's so fucking mad at this guy? Maybe he's not a good dude. He definitely isn't a good dude. All right, on a normal day, I have nothing positive to say about him, but I fucking understand why he sent some guy to the courtroom to write down everything this asshole said. This is a fake piece of shit right here. He is like an absolute pathetic wretch.
Leave that to the parties at B. I've no desire to touch on that.
Dude, thinly veiled threat of realization.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
It's giving, yes. You've activated my TWAP card.
Dude, no, it's the same one from the fucking video we watched yesterday. You've activated my card. Yeah.
Or dogpile on that. But
you're wrong. He was always the drama guy, but in the gacha games.
What I will say is,
I'm saying that once you go to the mainstream, yeah, everybody's like a sex offender. That was like, dude, last year was awesome because the majority of the drama wasn't, hey, this guy's like a gigapedo. You don't understand. Like, last year was good for that reason.
Is that Mizkif is a cautionary tale of what a man who will do anything for 5 extra viewers, 10 extra viewers.
Bro, this is you. This is you right now.
100 extra viewers.
People who knew you saying your whole personality is shifted.
1,000 extra viewers. And I think
it's you. This is literally your problem.
Speaks volumes because
you're just being new Mizkif.
I think he's the only person like that. I'm sorry. There's many, many, many more.
Dude, future Rumble streamer Tectone is dropping crazy bars here. Who said that? Maxer? That was a good one.
People in this space don't really see you as human beings anymore. They see you as a means to an end. They see you as a dollar sign. They see you as an increase to your viewership.
By the way, the only woman he mentions by name, he doesn't even say by name and refers to her as a whore in this video. To be clear.
With other streamers like Ludwig saying 95% of the people he interacts
the closest thing to a named woman is referred to directly as a whore.
With on stream, he wouldn't even go to their funeral.
Hey,
you claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Is it sad that I'd rather listen to Ian and Anissa rather than him? At least I can laugh at them and know that my life is better than theirs.
Well,
he is so slow, and I forgot what he was talking about already.
He thinks at quartering
speed.
Can I
say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Is he talking about Nina? I think he's talking about Nina, yeah.
I don't remember it always being.
I can't disagree. No, that's my point, though. He's like, dude, women in this space are treated like objects or whatever. But again, it's crazy that the only woman you're referencing in this entire rant is being called a whore. You don't have any names for the other people. He doesn't say Emaru, does he? So far, has he even said Emaru? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I don't remember him ever actually mentioning Emmy by name.
In this way.
Once, he did once.
But the system is driving people to madness. It's letting them become victims to the demons of their own minds. And I want to say to any streamer watching this, try to unplug.
It doesn't appear so.
It's one of the best decisions you can ever make. I know a lot of people, you want to keep the cogs turning, feed the machine, feed the machine, feed the machine. Guys, I'll
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
Thank you!
Even a couple years ago, I would have said that incel accusations against some streamers' audiences were totally bad faith. Now, it almost seems like they're actively courting them.
Yeah, I think they are. I think there's money to be made there. I think a lot of the content creators found out that all these OnlyFans influencers and these people who have tier 3 subs and stuff who are farming incels realize, oh wait, they're doing that because those people were like, they have tons of money for no reason. They just sit around all day and give money to random streamers. So if I try to appeal to them for different reasons, I could stand to profit off of it.
Anytime I want. At this point in time, I have no reason not to. Besides, the amount of personal growth that I'm currently experiencing, as well as physical health and spiritual health, is outstanding. And I think content creation can lead a lot of people to become victims to the demons of their own mind and victims of the machine.
Dude, the machine.
Take a break. Step back. Realize.
And it's funny because now we kind of know the reason why he took a break and he stepped back at all is because he had to.
If you taking a break for your mental health is truly going to destroy your career, did you really destroy that career regardless? And is it really that sustainable long term? You will slip up. You will do something out of character. You will do something that will ruin your life. And I promise you, your 15 minutes of fame truly isn't worth it. I mean, look at all the women who have...
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Something out of... Is it really that's truly going to destroy your careers? Take a break. Step back. Realize if you taking a break for your mental health is truly going to destroy your career, did you really destroy that career regardless? And is it really that sustainable long term? You will slip up. You will do something out of character. You will do something that will ruin your life. And I promise you, your 15 minutes of fame truly isn't worth it.
Is this Tectone or Mizkif? Who's he talking about here? All right, I think I've argued my point here. I don't think I have to sit through another 2 minutes of this. But holy fuck, dude. Wait, what is this? Dude, look at his face. I totally missed this. What is this? Why did that happen?
Did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you. So I respect
oh no! What am I gonna do?
I'm no wild bird call expert, but pretty sure the bird calls in the background are tufted titmice.
Really?
What do you think, chat?
Oh, how are your 15 minutes of fame going? We've stretched it to an hour, but we're hoping it keeps going. Holy shit, dude. All right, now we're going to take a look at not this video. What is this? Oh, this is a clip from before. I'm stupid. This is the clip that we're actually going to take a look at now. We're jumping over immediately. Hey, this was the video we watched last time. Shout out Tectone, Twitch's most abusive liar. Now, if you want to know more about the actual lawsuit, that's what we're going over today. So this is a breakdown of the court documents when the court case started. So we're getting all of that background. So now when this new shit drops, we're going to be up to date. So we're going to check out ShaMoo's video, and then ShaMoo actually got plagiarized from all this coverage, and a YouTuber who got more views than him was bragging about how he had like the highest viewed video on the subject. And there's a whole debate.
Nicholas
We'll take a look at that
DeOrio streamed
after.
about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
This shit is like a Metal Gear Solid 2 speech if Hideo Kojima had Down syndrome.
True. All right, so here we go. Tectone court documents exposed going in.
There's this one guy. His name's ShaMoo. So this guy's accusing me of being a pet. He wanted me and Trevor to make out in front of him. We kissed. His lips were so chapped.
So to be clear, the ShaMoo person got a huge boost from Tectone because he kind of couldn't let it go, and he was fighting about the video.
My stubble on his stubble. We got naked.
Hello, everyone. So there's been a few things that have happened in the fallout of the Tectone doc I thought were worth talking about. I also received a return on the FOIA and the 82 pages of court documents referenced in my video of Tectone's insane lawsuit between his ex-wife and ex-girlfriend. If you
Here we go.
haven't seen the first video, be sure to check it out as you'll have more context for some of the things being discussed. I'll put a link in the description. Also, please hit the like button and leave a comment as it helps with the algorithm.
On Nicholas
Thank you.
DeOrio.
Tectone was always a drama farmer back in the gotcha days. Nobody liked him. He bullied content creators to quit, but nobody outside the community paid attention because it was considered gaming drama. I think Internet Anarchist had the exact kind of thing where the community he came from, like the TF2 community, absolutely hated him, but when he got to drama, there was no crossover. So now all those same guys have come out of the woodwork saying like, hey, we hated this guy the whole time now that he got accused of plagiarism.
Also, if you want to support more videos like this, I'll throw the relevant links up on screen. One of the main criticisms of Tectone is when being criticized, he constantly sympathy farms his audience. Here was how Tectone responded to the internet making fun of his father being an infamous convicted military pest, something he was already well aware of.
I was named after my father's best friend because I was supposed to die at birth, and I was...
Oh, dude, we're just jumping right back into the uncharitable pond. I was so annoyed when I was watching this segment last time, and we're opening up with it again. Dude, he brings his dad to the fucking stream. He has his dad talk about Hassan Piker. He has his dad talk about fucking drama. Then they Google his dad. They find out that Congress had to address his crimes.
Unironically takes advice from tech pulls their clothes all the way down to the floor when they use a urinal.
Dude, he brings his dad, he invokes his dad into the conversation, and then immediately after he's like, you guys can't talk about my dad. Why? Because in between they found out that his dad was like one of the most fucking famous military pests in history.
Just considered the failure of the family I was. I'll be real, I was never really treated too good. My father threw me to the ground, put a gun against my head, and he said, give me a good reason not to shoot you. I hated my father. He never told me that he was proud
Dude, if you go on a Twitch panel and you're trying to talk to somebody saying, hey man, I really disagree on foreign policy. I think your take on economics is really cringe. The debate will sound like this.
Friend, because I was supposed to die at birth, and I was just considered the failure of the family I was. I'll be real, I was never really treated too good. My father threw me to the ground, put a gun against my head, and he said, give me a good reason not to shoot you.
This seems like every Twitch poll debate. Every single one of them. It goes exactly like this.
I hated my father. He never told me that he was proud of me.
He even references this reaction as a, quote, play, as in implementing strategy, and talking about the father pest response stream the next day.
What they'll do is they'll hear me say that I don't care, and they'll see me crying, and they'll post that. But I still think it was a good play. I do. I mean, obviously it wasn't.
It was a good play when I sat there and I read a list of things that happened to me as a child for sympathy on stream because they found out my dad was like a fucking monster. My 70-year-old dad. It was a great play, dude. I think I played that very well.
Pre-orchestrated or anything. I just got overwhelmed by, obviously I get sensitive about my family 100%, but
So let's consider these things when viewing the following. Just 10 minutes after my premiere on Tectone finished airing, he immediately would go onto Twitter and post what many suspected as sympathy farming. Quote, rest in peace, Christy. You were like a mother to me and the kindest person I've ever met. I'll miss you forever and I love you. People DM'd me letting me know it was posted, and at first I thought, yeah, I don't know about that. It's a bit too conspiratorial, even if a bit coincidental. I said I would have to see if the person didn't pass that day in order to consider it. It's an odd coincidence for him to post this just 10 minutes after my premiere ended, but
all right, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's correlated, but you're saying 10 minutes after that first video, he announced the death of... Okay, I don't know. I don't know. That could be conspiratorial.
You need more. Well, people were actually able to find online that this person had actually not passed that day, but well over a week ago.
Okay, dude. All right, that's some wicked timing. That's some wicked fucking timing. Dude, that is some wicked fucking timing. If only... Alright, this would be really fucked up to point out in case if we didn't have evidence that he literally fucking does this all the time.
Since the tweet was framed in a way that would make the reader think that she passed that day, and it was just 10 minutes after the premiere finished, I do think there was a chance he was sympathy farming. As I've already established, this is a key trait Tectone has and utilizes when operating online. But one thing you have to realize about Tectone is that he is hyper-fixated and paranoid about videos being critical of him and negative coverage. If you go to any video like this, you are likely to see Tectone commenting on the video sometimes immediately after they go up. Videos with 200 views to a couple thousand will often have Tectone there commenting.
Dude, look at the comments on this. Soon you will understand, my child.
Sometimes immediately.
Come on, Grandpa, time for your meds.
After they go up.
Dude, I think you're right. We need more videos like this. You're 100% right. We all believe you. Everyone else is crazy. Only you know the truth.
With 200 views to a couple.
Dude, soon you will understand too, my child.
1,000 will often have Tectone there commenting.
My number one fan is back.
On it. This man is plugged in.
My number one fan, welcome back.
Bigly, and is watching the vast.
You're making these videos for yourself, BTW. There ain't nobody else here.
Majority of videos.
I don't know, man. I think Tectone is pretty cool.
And coverage he receives.
That's so fucking funny. So he doesn't do this anymore. At least he didn't comment on mine.
Tectone will respond by saying people were attacking his friend's mother that passed away and that they were saying he was making it up. But that wasn't the point anyone was making at all. The point was the timing of the post coupled with the video and her.
Oh, wait, he responded. I can't believe I have to say this, but seeing deranged idiots on the app thinking I'm making up my best friend's mom dying for fucking sympathy. You people are insane. This isn't out of nowhere, and it's to dehumanize me to the point of going after my friend's dead mother. It's psychotic. She was a beautiful woman who took care of me at my lowest, and I loved her more than anything. Yeah, alright, I'm getting through this, but I'll be flying out of town later this month for her service. Streaming will not be cancelled and still going live tomorrow. Trying very hard to not crash out, but holy fuck, some of you are pathetic. Dude, why did he even respond to this if it's not true? Like, this is just so fucking weird.
But that wasn't the point anyone was making at all. The point was the timing of the
Wasn't he talking to your chat when you were covering the very first allegations? I don't think he showed up to my chat for the very first allegations, but I don't remember what I said. I remember, where is this? I'm just checking my DMs with him. He wrote, "Your reply is insane." And then he said he died laughing or whatever at one of my tweets. Because I wrote, he followed me because I sent the ultimate rape review intro into his tweet when he got accused. And he followed me. So yeah.
Post coupled with the video and her passing well over a week prior. Things would get even stranger when Tectone would respond to all this by saying he was having schizophrenic hallucinations, seeing this woman's spirit in the room, vaguely addressing why he made the post about this woman a week later, while...
Oh. Dude, wait, no way. Source, "It came to me in a delusion." But that's actually what he said. Source, "It actually..." Dude, but Your Honor, my dead friend's mother came to me in a delusion while I was watching ShaMoo's video in my office.
Seeing this things
Dude, that's...
would get even stranger when Tectone would respond to all this by saying he was having schizophrenic hallucinations, seeing this woman's spirit in the room.
Can you drive, like, legally?
Vaguely addressing why he made the post about this woman.
Dude, wow! Okay, yeah, alright.
While also claiming that he was paying for this woman's hospital stay and life support.
Bro has seen God himself. Oh, I was hallucinating like crazy yesterday.
What the fuck? I was fucking hallucinating. My friend's mother came and visited. Dude, Your Honor, I see dead people. What?
I was sitting on this couch when I heard the news about Christy passing, and my OBS was open because I was talking to Shinya while trying to get my stream set up.
Dude, this is the male equivalent of BPD, dude. Like the stereotype equivalent, I mean.
Christy passing, and my OBS was open because I was talking to Shinya while trying to get my stream set up. I swear to God, Christy was behind me. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm a schizophrenic or if I'm a shaman.
Wait, what do you mean you can't tell, dude?
Honestly, it's a toss-up. Yo, guys, what do you think? Anyways, lightning totem, fire totem. In case you guys don't know, my best friend's mom died around 8 days ago. My buddy wasn't really ready to talk to me.
But notice that all of this discussion that we're seeing right now has nothing to do with ShaMoo's video or the stuff about his dad. We're talking about schizophrenia. We're talking about his best friend's mother passing away.
About it until like...
That means it worked. That means it worked.
2 days ago. And then I got him on the call yesterday to actually find out what happened because he told me there was bad news. And I actually was helping pay for the life support of Christy for a bit there. Because she was more to a mom to me than my actual mom was.
It could totally be coincidental that he made the post accidentally, making it look like she had just passed away around 10 to 20 minutes after the premiere finished. But again, I find it odd that it would take over a week for Tectone to find out about this, especially when, according to him, this woman was more of a mom to him than his own mother. If you recall, one of the lesser known secrets about Tectone was his inability to have sex for the vast majority of his 10-year relationship with his ex-wife.
So we found out more about this recently, but yeah. That's another thing that's happening right now.
Freem, and the totality of Pink's 2-year relationship with him.
You understand why...
Dude, some people need to stop gooning. Some people can't goon.
By Freem, and the totality of Pink's 2-year relationship with him.
Sorry, this was seemingly confirmed.
You understand why I would not have sex with you. As a victim of assault and myself, I had trauma when it came to having sex. This is a known fact. I have told you this from day one. I don't want to apologize for being raped and being scared.
So I did find it funny when opening his response stream to my video that I was agreeing with Tectone overcompensating and announcing to his audience that he had been having a ton of sex.
I just passed the out, dude. Like, I mean, oh, Jesus. I was just having so much sex. I could just, man, I just passed out. I don't know. I just blew my load.
Tectone is death.
Every clip of Tectone is awful. There are just no positive things happening here. This is just, that's not.
Jesus. I was just having so much sex. I could just, man, I just passed out. I don't know. I just blew my load.
Tectone is deathly afraid to review the video and most likely never will on stream. Inside his Discord, if you even attempt to post any video tangentially related to mine, you will be banned from posting. So the only reason Tectone had any comments about my video whatsoever was because the ex-OTK member Justa Minx, or Minx on Twitter,
fucking Justa Minx again, claws her way in,
shared the video and said, "Just a reminder, this dude supports his father, who
Nicholas,
was a rapist and got an anime tattoo to feel better after assaulting him."
Thank you. Dude, and this guy supports his father and got an anime tattoo to feel better after degrading his past two partners. The fucking anime tattoo is hilarious as well.
His past two partners, but okay. I've had bad interactions with him
Did she ever forgive you? I don't know. I don't know if Minx hates me or not. I have no idea.
myself in private, but this video will really shine some light to viewers.
Like the other day where he posted about
Did she ever get her microwave fixed? I don't know.
Minx going
Yes, microwave girl.
in about me, about my quote unquote allegations, right? Here we go again. Yeah, those things that are obviously, those are very serious, even though it's been over a year and nothing happened.
I mean, something
But update, he lost the court case. Update,
has happened though. As Tectone himself has stated, he is being investigated 100% and has been in contact with the police.
I'll be real. I went to the police yesterday, right? Because, like, you know, they're going to investigate.
Dude, nothing's happened. I showed up there. I'm like, bro, just arrest me. Dude, if I did anything wrong, just put the cuffs on me right now. I will cooperate 100%. And they're like, sir, who the fuck are you? Sir, what's happening?
They're going to investigate me 100%.
I'd like to turn myself in.
They're going to investigate me. They're going to investigate me 100%. Anybody's worked with the police, it is so slow.
Thank you. Thank you for the gifted Buzz tree.
It's unbelievable. Look at this. Minx takes shots. Post this weird ass. This.
Yeah, he can't help himself. He can't help himself. He doesn't want to promote the video, but he can't help himself pulling up random streamers promoting the video.
The worst hit piece.
It's the worst hit piece, but Tectone refuses to watch it or any of the numerous people that have
And the problem is the video is good. Like, the video is actually good.
covered it, even banning his Discord members from being able to post anything related to it in his Discord. If it's comically bad, Tectone could pick it apart, but he never will because he has no explanation nor any good answers to the questions that the video poses. One of my main criticisms of Tectone is he is a prolific liar, which we will see plenty of today.
So this one guy, what's his name? I forget the fucking guy's name. It's something Moo.
So right away, the guy literally just had my video on screen, but is such a dishonest.
There's something funny that he couldn't read ShaMoo or memorize ShaMoo, and he just remembered the Moo part. It's taking me back to the iDubbbz clip about the milk, dude.
Howard, he has to pretend not
Dude, it's just Moo, man.
to know who I am after I've talked with him directly, and his worst enemies have been reviewing my video for the past week.
Moo. I don't know. This guy DMs me being like, so Mr. Tectone, sir, may I get a couple questions about what's going on with your current issues with your exes?
I told him I would be covering all
Bro, why would he... Dude, he literally could not help himself but burn himself this badly.
of his recent controversies with his father and ex-partners because I wanted to be sure to include his side for context. All the questions
Yeah, you're like villainizing him for coming in and actually asking you questions before making the video. Something that's not really required, but it is generally positively received when you do this.
laid out were the most critical criticisms I had for Tectone, or lies I felt I had caught him in.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, I can answer anything that you want me to answer. And then he sends me like the most inflammatory questions of all time. And I'm like, okay.
Wait, the most inflammatory questions? On March 7th, Pink did a stream attacking someone after both of you became aware of allegations that were going to be made against you. What were these allegations? Pink accuses this person of spreading revenge porn, being unfaithful, and many other things that she is now saying are totally false. Pink claimed it was taken out of context to scare her. Is that true? Did you encourage Pink to file the lawsuit? Any context to it being filed, and whatever came of it? To my knowledge, the only receipts that were posted in response to Pink's allegations were of her paying rent. You said at the time you had more. Did you ever post anything else? 5, was there ever a period of time where Pink wasn't paying rent? 6, you said you were going to pursue a defamation suit against Pink. Why haven't you? So these are the worst fucking messages of all time, apparently.
For Tectone, or lies I felt I had caught him in.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, I can answer anything that you want me to answer. And then he sends me like the most inflammatory questions of all time. And I'm like, okay, well.
Is inflammatory questions that make you uncomfortable?
I can't answer these, but if you wait a little bit and you wait for the results of the investigation that is currently ongoing, then you'll have your answers.
The majority of these questions he had already talked about publicly. I asked why he hadn't filed a defamation case, if there was a period of time Pink wasn't paying rent, if there were any other receipts he had posted so I could be sure to include those in the video, his ex's lawsuit, the revenge his wife was accused of spreading that is now considered false by both parties, and if his ex-wife had ever planned on making allegations against him. One of only 2 questions he answered is a verifiable lie by Tectone, and the other was included in the last video twice when questioning if he had encouraged Pink to go after his ex-wife with legal cases and revenge allegations.
So if you want to wait a little bit before you make your video, that way you can actually be informed.
Oh my god, dude. Wait, you can't make that argument while also scoffing when he asks you questions. What's happening right now?
Bada bing,
you're supposed to wait, dude, so you can be informed, man.
Bada boom, there you go.
You said you'd answer the questions and you didn't.
And he's like, Tectone's trying to avoid my questions and silence me from making the video.
Bro, if you ignored him, he couldn't say that, but everything you did made that sound like it was true. Wait, he's right. Your actions have somehow made this sound good.
Tectone's trying to avoid my questions and silence me from making the video.
I did not say he was trying to silence me, but I did say he was low-key asking me not to make the video, which I do think is probably the fairest criticism he offers, as it's self-admittedly a bit overdramatic. That being said, this is like 5 seconds of an hour-long video. There is a ton of criticisms and lies I caught in that video, so it's telling this is one of the few points he's willing to bring up at all.
And then the guy goes live with an hour and 8-minute video of the most dog shit, bad faith arguments I've ever seen in my entire life. And then he starts psychoanalyzing my face expressions and my body language and saying, you see, he's lying because look at how his eyebrow twitches here.
So this is the first outright lie by Tectone. I never say you can tell he is lying by reading his facial expressions. I'm not even sure if I make any conclusions whatsoever over his face.
I don't remember that happening. I didn't want to say that never happened. I was just completely stunned that that came out of his mouth. I was like, did we miss that part? When did that happen?
Facial expressions. I do close-ups on important moments to add entertainment or to make it dramatic, but what he just said never happens in the video.
Okay, because I don't, guys, we just watched this video. Unless it was in like the last 2 minutes, that never happens.
It's just a lie.
Then he gets Plazookas. He gets Plazookas as a viable source of information.
This is the other outright lie Tectone tries to sell. Plazookas is an A-log channel of Tectone, but I only use his videos as an archive for a stream Tectone and his...
And again, Tectone making another of the same mistake. He's commenting on all this Plazookas guy's videos, legitimizing him in the chat. He's mentioning him on stream, being like, look at this crazy guy, Plazooka. All you have to do is never interact with that guy. That guy literally can't hurt you. But Tectone is like ego maxing right now and needs to fight him on it. Or bring him up to fight about somebody else he clearly doesn't want to talk about.
His archive channel deleted. -1 comment made, Plazookas never speaks in the video. It's
Nick, is your hair as long as the Wigglers? I do need a haircut. It's not that long, but I need a haircut.
Just using the archive. At the end of the video, I have an archive thanks because I always thank the creators, platforms, or users that archive things, but outside of this comment...
And then she went after his wife, and there was a whole controversy over that. She basically protected him, defended him, and he used her constantly.
Plazookas never comes up in the video, but Tectone wants to exaggerate this to manipulate his audience.
This guy is 58 years old.
But again, you know what actually is a better criticism here that I don't think you're going to use because I don't think he's like a crazy fan of the Hassan tent, is that Tectone is doing the exact same behavior that he critiques Hassan Piker for doing. Oh, look at this. Here, look, what do you see here when you watch this clip?
What he just said never happens in the video. It's just a lie.
Then he gets Plazookas. He gets Plazookas as a viable source.
This is Hassan Piker every time somebody pulls a talking point that has been ever posted on the DGG subreddit. It is a one-to-one exact comparison of the exact behavior that Tectone critiques Hassan Piker for, like, every single day. That is a fucking nuclear example because he's doing the exact same thing now.
And then she went after his...
It's just, yeah, it's his version of Destiny.
...wife, and there was a whole controversy over that. She basically protected him, defended him, and he used her constantly.
Plazookas never comes up in the video, but Tectone wants to exaggerate this to manipulate his audience.
This guy is 58 years old. This guy is 58 years old, I shit you not. Every single day, he makes a video about me. He even put his 1-year anniversary of making videos on me with the most schizo takes ever. And here's the guy.
Nick, dye your hair. I like my hair color. My hair color gets lighter in the summer. It's cool.
He's listening to.
It's actually incredible that one of my main criticisms of Tectone was him lying and manipulating his audience. And in the response itself, he's actually...
Go blue? Fuck you.
...actually doing it. I've never spoken to Plazookas, and outside of a single archive, there's really nothing there.
He's a 58-year-old man who accidentally doxed himself, leaked all of his private information.
Why would you, dude, that's the one thing you have is, guys, look, I'm not happy about it. Unfortunately, his fucking full legal name and all of his information is just on the internet. And it's really shitty that that's the case. I mean, listen, I for one hate when that happens to me, dude. But he unfortunately doxed himself. Like, dude, that's just such a dude.
So I've done the favor of not talking about him for a year because if you want his—
Dude, I've done him a favor. Bro, I know, now that his fucking dox is out there, I've decided I'm not going to talk about him. But unfortunately now, this guy's used his video, so I have to tell my whole chat that his dox is all over the internet. This is so fucking slimy.
Full name and address.
I did him the favor. Dude, his— God, bro.
Talking about him for a year because if you want his full name and address, it's already out there on the internet.
Bro, this is in Chatter. His videos get like 20 views, you fucking asshole. Like, what are we doing here?
So I don't talk about him ever because this already happened. People already looked into his background. People already looked up that he has multiple diagnosed mental illnesses, right?
I really think this guy may be the most deceptive person I've ever covered. It is so obvious he's attempting to tie me to someone his audience is primed to regard as mentally ill in order to try to discredit me, essentially. Beyond being totally fake here, Tectone is also malicious. He made sure to tell his audience, hey, this old man's dox is out there. Just so—
Yeah, no, that's exactly what that was my takeaway here. It's like, oh, dude, unfortunately your video is clipped and used by another person who hates me. I guess I have to tell my whole audience exactly how to find your home address. My bad, dude. Dude, if Aiden was acting like this, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble.
But you know.
Apparently this is like a fucking get out of jail free card.
All while framing it as if he is doing what's best for someone he obviously deeply dislikes talking about him. And for the record, I have zero clue if any of the things Tectone is saying about bazookas are true here. As my last two videos demonstrated, Tectone be lying a whole lot. It's already been stated, but I've never spoken with bazookas, nor did I get his testimony from my last video in any way. To me, though, it just seems like he's just another guy A-logging someone. That's why I called him the, quote, resident Tectone A-log in my last video.
I've warned this guy to stop making content about me. He still does it. And
Wait, what do you mean you've warned him to stop making content on you? That's very ominous. Hey, man, you might want to hold off. Wait, what? Wait, what does that mean? I've warned him.
A-log in my last video.
I've warned this guy to stop making content about me. He still does it. And they're using this guy as a credible source where all he says is, the women are telling the truth and Tectone's lying, even though I've proved everything because there's this—
He's proved nothing. He doesn't show anything.
Narrative going around me, which is Tectone's used an NDA to silence up one of his exes.
Yeah, that apparently also isn't in the video.
No, we don't know why the NDA was signed. The only thing we do know is that it was sometime around when his ex-girlfriend was suing his wife after discovering his ex-wife was going to go public with allegations against Tectone. You cannot make definitive statements, though. We as the viewers do not know what happened. The point was to look at the timeline and contradictions or outright lies Tectone made. That does not mean we know definitively if Tectone is guilty of all these things he's been accused of. Just that, as viewers, these are things that should be considered.
And it's like, first of all, I was the one who was placed under NDA.
This guy, man, he's something else. You both were placed under NDA. There is no definitive statement made by me about why you were, only that it followed shortly after she was—
Dude, these weaponized NDAs and fucking protective orders keep stopping me from explaining how not in the wrong I am, dude. It's so fucked up. I keep wanting to tell you guys how not in the wrong I am, but they keep putting these NDAs on me, man.
Going to make and abuse accusations public. There could be some mutual reason, I suppose, but it went from ex-wife is about to drop a Google Doc detailing your abuse to lawsuits and false police reports against her, and then the Google Doc being silenced and NDAs being up.
Right? I didn't go towards anybody and place them underneath an NDA. That's not a thing that happened. That's never a thing that happened. And the other thing that happened is you cannot NDA a crime. You cannot do that. That's a thing that you cannot do.
Right, so this is true, but it literally does not change the fact that she was going to make allegations, which you lied to me and to everybody else about. Separating the insane—
What was that?
Going to make allegations, which you—
No allegations were going to be made against me. This was between her and another woman. I have never encouraged Pink to do anything. To be honest, I attempted to get her to move on. And then, yeah, no allegations did get made.
Lied to me and to everybody else about. Separating the insane thumbnails for a second. These videos are mainly to illustrate how Tectone lies.
Dude, that is a fucking top G thumbnail right there.
Because those are the things that can be proven, which should cause skepticism when looking at a timeline of events and his narratives.
So my dad, right? My dad. Man, people really like talking about my dad.
So this is the last thing
Bro, you like talking about your dad. You are the one who introduced your dad.
Tectone talks about in regards to the video, and it is interesting. One of the criticisms I levy at Tectone was the performance he gave after his father's drama blew up. He basically threw him under the bus, talked about how his father was putting a gun to his head, abusing him, and his father was being, quote, a monster.
It's kind of hard to think of your family as a monster.
I'm just saying that Millie Bobby Brown gave better acting in season 5, all right? Papa was the monster.
However, after watching the video, now he will be defending his father.
But I got sent an article about what it was that he actually did, because everybody was telling me that my father was a and, you know, everybody kept on saying, oh, dude, your dad's a dad's a And I'm sure at this point, at this time, you guys have probably heard that, right? I'm sure at this point, you guys probably heard this. Well, I actually got sent an article of what he actually did.
Dude, this is so insane. This is so fucking crazy. Dude, chat, can we pull up a picture of the article that tells everybody about my dad's crimes? Bro, just ask him. It's so funny. Your dad went to jail. You were never inquisitive about these facts?
Judge found him not guilty of the most serious charges of assault, which would have required him to register as a sexual offender. But yeah, so like, I don't know why
Wait, but what was all the other stuff when they were talking about Congress? Like, where do you think all of that came from?
Calling my dad a when he didn't even anybody.
So Tectone lies a bit here, but his father was charged with assault and sexual harassment. The controversy for his father was that he was a prolific sex pest, and that when these people came out with allegations, he was tried in a military court and was given what politicians at the time would have regarded as a sweetheart deal. Basically, he was able to keep his pension, stay off the registry, and get off light. This is why his father was the poster child for the, quote, Stop Military initiative that was going on at the time and televised on C-SPAN.
Yeah, it's like a fucking mutiny.
But yes, he was never accused of forced penetration, and I don't believe Tectone believes that was ever the case either. Also, the article Tectone uses as proof people lied about his father is the same article I used in my last video. He just doesn't read the rest of the article, where after his father is found guilty, he tries to approach the women and say sorry, and they run away crying from him.
So like...
Oh my god. Holy shit, that's... Okay, bro, wow!
Why is everybody calling him a rape?
Wow!
And according to this, he didn't even sexually touch anybody.
So this is untrue. He was charged with assault. He just wasn't charged with the more serious ones that would have led to him being a sex offender. I will, however, say this is a much better response than his first one, where he called his father an abusive monster that threatened him when he was younger with taking him out with a firearm.
Can I just say, do you guys remember when Mudahar was criticized because he got pressured into talking about Nux Taku and then made a horrible video on Nux Taku, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know all the ins and outs of the other drama that he was covering, but everyone kind of said, oh, you made a hit piece on Nux Taku and you threw him under the bus. Okay. He did that to his own father. His own fucking dad. All right? He knew about this shit. Went live, it's my dad or me, and just fucking went to town on his father. And then, about a day later, he was like, oh, let me go look at this. Oh, wait, I can go defend my dad. And then he switched it up. That's so funny.
That being said, if it was me, I would probably never address it after the first time. Just say, yeah, it happened, and then move on.
So he was a gooner, and he had on his government computer.
Okay, I just almost exploded. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this. I think I'm gonna burn this entire thing down. I'm gonna go and create a phrase that will instantly get filtered out of comments in the future to prevent this from happening. He was a gooner is the most obnoxious sweeping defense of anybody ever. Dude, it is so fucking infuriating. I've seen it used for Tom, which is a bit more relevant because he has the stop gooning shit. It's constantly used for Destiny. This guy's dad, okay, was charged because he was a sex pest to the military, and he's turning around going, my dad was a bit of a gooner. It is such a bizarre fucking sweep, and it's so... Even when people aren't trying to do that, even when it's not even on purpose, you're just diminishing everything by saying, oh, he just gooned too close to the sun.
And he showed it to people.
Yeah, it's not like gooning, it's crimes.
Right. So like, at least like, if you can't do the bare minimum of research for that, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, right?
You've got to sort of admire how dumb this guy thinks his own audience is. He's literally using the article specifically from my video. That's probably where he found it, as I did not see it anywhere else during the scandal. Then he has the gall to partially present it and hope his audience don't look into it at all. Considering he watched the video and this was the only response he
Smaggle, he was just a bit of a gooner. I hate you.
could muster, I feel even more...
Nick, have you seen the Smiling Friends U2s? Listen, man. I don't know when they got unveiled, but I will give you a timestamp as when they were ordered.
Nicholas, the GOAT. Thank you for the $5, my man.
The order was confirmed at I got an email at 3:38 p.m. and the order was put in at 3:41 p.m. today, to be clear, if you guys are wondering about how fast the Smiling Friends U2s got purchased.
Confident with the lies pointed out in the previous video and its accuracy.
So he was a...
Bro, I copped all three. They look sick. Yeah, they look absolutely insane.
Gooner.
Tectone cannot stand it when people make negative content about him. Back in the Genshin Impact days, he basically had a long...
I thought that was Chud logic.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
string of bullying
What a
autistic
Degen, evil, vile loser, RRRR.
Dude, I hate Deggans, bro.
meta people for simply saying
just saw
Tectone's
Keffel's
takes
tweet
weren't backed by any of
on Nicholas
Why does it sound like a slur?
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
the mathematics they used to determine optimal strategy. Tectone was so butthurt about this, he likens the criticism to people trying to ruin his life.
So you think that my takes are good?
I don't know. I don't think your take. No. Oh my god, no. But
so it's not a joke.
That, you know, do you think me insulting, like saying your Genshin takes aren't good, does that hurt you?
Do you think that when my livelihood was to make money off of YouTube, do you think when I was $1.1 million in debt, do you think that when the entire Genshin community
I liked him better when he was $1.1 million in debt.
was on me, do you think me saying, oh great, another had made a video on me, I can't wait to deal with the backlash, when I had
Thank you!
no money, when I was about to lose my house, what do you think that was going to do? You can paint it any way that you want. You can say, look at how much of a silly Billy I was being. The reality is you caused a lot of damage.
I was gonna say, because he said I ruined his life.
Dude, the author of the video almost ruined his life for his Genshin Impact meta take. Is this the drama my chat was trying to tell me about before? Apparently he always sucked back then.
And like the video hurt him and stuff.
You're gonna ruin my life on my meta takes on Genshin Impact?
Like, he was being super nice to me in DM, so like, are you, what?
Yeah.
And I felt really bad.
Tectone is basically an idiot, offering how he feels about what's best when you have these mega autists doing spreadsheets of frame data and mathematics to determine what's optimal. This would be fine, but
So he's like, yo, I feel like this is the best build. This guy's like, here's the spreadsheet.
Of course.
And he's like, you're ruining my life! Stop it! Stop ruining my life!
Autists doing spreadsheets of frame data and mathematics to determine what's optimal. This would be fine, but of course Tectone would get insecure and then attack these creators and lie to his audience.
Tactics like saying things like he dismantled our argument in 2 minutes using in-game data and logic.
Even when other content creators came on my channel, like when Jinx and Tuner came on my channel.
Bro, it's literally Jeremy. His face is literally Jeremy the Quartering here.
Bro, I dismantled him in seconds. And
I dismantled him in seconds?
when other content creators came on my channel, like when Jinx and Tuner came on my channel, bro, I dismantled him in seconds. And he had to spend 40 minutes trying to justify his cause, right? Y'all were there for that. I dismantled him in seconds. I have been able to defend.
Bro, is he wearing a hairpiece under that? What is happening? What is this fucking clip?
Every single one of my opinions, beyond a shadow of doubt, using literally in-game data and logic.
Which you can easily see is not what happened if you actually just went and watched the VOD of the actual discussion. However, he is the bigger content creator, so he can rewrite history as much as he wants and say whatever he wants. And he knows that his viewers aren't going to bother going back and actually looking at the VOD of this.
That is Jin Jinx in turn. I'm trying to keep ShaMoo's name public on the bottom, but I covered the other guy by
discussion
accident.
and seeing that all of his claims are bullshit. And in a he said,
It's not a hairpiece, Nick. It's a hair system. Ooh.
said situation, the bigger content creator always wins.
That was Jin Jinx, and Tectone had a whole drama with him over his Zhongli meta takes. To add insult to injury, Tectone would later admit that he knew he was wrong, but as he so often does, just completely lied to them and his audience.
Now, let's just call a spade a spade. Do I think Zhongli was good pre-buff? No. Will I ever admit that to another content creator? Absolutely not. Good God, man.
Tectone is a guy who wants to be the base rightoid like his hero Osmongold, but the truth of the matter is he's a degenerate, addicted freak, so he will lie, deceive, and change his views or principles based off what benefits him at any given time. None of this is more apparent than when he decided to go after lolicons because Tectone himself has a history of
Wait, what? I didn't know that Tectone fought with lolicons.
liking lolicons and talking sexually about characters that went as low as 6 to 8 years old, while ranking them in a waifu tier list.
This smells terrible. I don't know what I'm looking at right now, but it smells terrible.
Next up, Paimon. Dude, I feel like if Paimon were to visit me, I feel like we'd just be best friends. You know? And I bet she would taste delicious.
Okay, so we're gonna just move forward here.
Imagine how Paimon's feet would taste when she's 18.
When she's okay, now you've see it was weird before, but now you made it really weird. Now you made it really weird. Now you made it really fucking weird. That's like a really weird comment.
Probably like cinnamon and honey. Should be fine. B for I can't believe she's not butter. Awful. Chi-Chi, S tier, adorable. Okay? Hilarious. Cute. Get this girl a cocoa goat. Okay? She is adorable. She is beautiful. Dude, this girl is already running a fucking hotel at like...
Hey, Nicholas DeOrio, we in this shit, son?
I have to let you know that this is... Every Twitter anime account I just assume is this. And that's probably wrong and mean. But there are just, like... This is just too much for me.
Like age 6. In patch 2.0, when we gather the Dragon Ball...
Like every pro account, like every pro anime account, I just assume this is you.
And we revive Chi-Chi, and then she gets to expand to level 18.
This is like the perfect litmus test. Like, I hate these people. I literally fucking loathe everyone who acts like this. You want to talk about red fucking flags, dude. Holy shit, bro.
And age 18, imagine how amazing she would be.
Tectone also openly talked about having crushes on lolly characters.
I want to punch you in the face now. Because you make me feel feminine. You make me feel like a little...
What? What is he... What?
Because you make me feel feminine. You make me feel like a little... You make me feel like I'm a little kid back in middle school. I have a crush on you now, and it's not how...
Okay, dude, this is weird. That's... Dude, wait, that's... See, that's weird.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Nicholas DeOrio.
See, that's fucking really weird. That's actually, like, insane. That is, like, uncomfortable,
I just
yeah.
saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout
Make me feel like I'm a little kid back in middle school.
Why, dude, why would you say you... Dude.
I have a crush on you now, and it's not healthy.
Now, I want to make this totally clear that the creator Tectone tried to deplatform was certainly more of an extreme case without a doubt 100%, but it is the hypocrisy that I feel is worth addressing. Tectone actively consumed and profited from this type of content. However, he would try to deplatform other Genshin creators for in some cases the exact same things he had done, like having lollies in a waifu tier list.
If you were to report a crime to a police officer, that would not be considered drama. This is calling out some disgusting behavior because I have never seen anybody be this blatant of a pedophile in my whole life. On YouTube, no less.
And feet. If you're into feet, you got it with Nahida. She doing wonders for you. So I just wholeheartedly think both of them are smashable.
So I want to make this very clear. Bro is doing a Genshin Impact's most breedable character.
Wait, what? Didn't you do it? All right, yeah, this is literal pot kettle.
Here, Bro is doing a Genshin Impact's most breedable character tier list and let me just go ahead and show you, puts Nahida and Klee and Diona in S tier. Imagine how Paimon's feet would taste.
Ah!
Tectone would attempt to cancel this other Genshin Impact creator for doing in some cases the same sort of ranking tier.
Dude, this is... He's so fucking fake. He's so fucking fake. It's actually insane. It is actually crazy.
He himself did in the past.
I'm blown away.
While Ren had much more explicit behaviors than Tectone, the ranking of lollies in a waifu or breed tier list, in my opinion, is within the same realm. Tectone would then post about how the creator should be deplatformed on Twitter, but delete the post soon after because people began going through his Twitter and finding all of the lolicon artists he was following. Tectone was also called out for simping for a trans lolly that is 15 and talking sexually about the character.
Please make a gender-bent skin so he can be best boy and best girl. His ass has no... This guy is a total fucking weirdo, bro.
Openly on Twitter. They also had Tectone liking posts with this lolly character getting plowed by some black furry creature. So needless to say, he was busted again for being a liar. After being caught in 4K, Tectone would panic and mass...
Dude, unfollowed everyone because my ego is enormous. Also because I'm 30 and followed over 900 hentai accounts. It's time to grow up, guys. Retweet if you want to follow back.
Unfollow every account he had previously been following. However, afterwards, he immediately followed lolly accounts directly after posturing, such as the Anime Man, which is this guy. You see, Tectone doesn't even really hold this as a principle. He regularly associates with Nuxtaku, who famously associated with Shadman at one time. Shadman is famous for creating depictions of real children doing explicit acts, and famously used Keemstar's own children for one of these disgusting depictions. Nuxtaku also...
Yeah, there's also this part of the Nuxtaku stuff.
Reviewed lolicon and all sorts of things on his own YouTube channel. Point is, Tectone happily associates with people...
One day, Nuxtaku is going to have the exact same situation as, maybe not the exact same situation as Tectone, but it's going to be a rude awakening.
People like this, and has admitted as much.
I agree. I do think it's a little bit hypocritical of me to follow people who I know like lollies. I definitely think that's hypocritical.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Holy shit. This guy just addresses everything, doesn't he? There's nothing left unsaid for Tectone.
But the thing is, Joey's one of the reasons why I started YouTube, and Lucari's one of my best friends, so he's going to have to overlook it sometimes, just to be completely honest. I agree that it's completely hypocritical.
Essentially, Tectone tried to deplatform...
Wow! Holy shit! Wow! Okay. Wait, I'm sorry, what did he just say?
Just to be completely honest, so he's going to have to overlook, and Lucari's...
Oh, that was a bad pull. Now, keep in mind, this video is July 10th, 2025. Nobody knew, including Tectone, to my knowledge, of the nature of Lucari's porn situation, if you even want to call it pornography. But that was a bad pull. Holy shit, dude. Wow. Okay.
One of my best friends, so...
Wow,
Nicholas,
okay, that's
the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
And he's saying he's over. Okay, this is just, dude. This is actually a fucking insane clip. Holy shit!
Like this, and has admitted as much.
I agree. I do think it's a little bit hypocritical of me to follow people who I know like lollies. I definitely think that's hypocritical. But the thing is, Joey's one of the reasons...
So Tectone is saying that he knew Lucari was a lolicon, but he's his best friend, so he's going to look past that. And then his folder got dropped that was filled with dude.
Why I started YouTube, and Lucari...
With like... Oh, wow. Okay.
Lucari's one of my best friends, so... He's going to...
I mean, he had no red flags to go off of. He couldn't have known anything that would be in that folder. Not even one of the folders.
To overlook it sometimes, just to be completely honest. I agree that it's completely hypocritical.
Essentially, Tectone tried to deplatform a competitor in the Genshin Impact space. He admits...
Yeah, normally it's like, well, he didn't know. And it's like, he definitely didn't know about, like, the fucking CSAM folder. But he certainly knew about the lolicon one that people are talking about now. Because he's literally saying, hey, I know it's hypocritical.
He still follows all of these other people that are into lolly, and he's on recording ranking toddlers as waifus and talking about them in a sexual manner. So why would Tectone associate, work with, and be okay with some lolly people, but not others?
I'm not going to sit here and turn a blind eye. This is not normal behavior. This is deranged. Imagine how Paimon's feet would taste.
In the past couple of years, Tectone has totally retconned all of this.
Hearing someone say lolly makes me want to puke. Tech, I'm pretty sure I've heard you say it multiple times. Okay, but to be fair, I didn't know what it meant back then. Oh, dude. Oh my god. Stop. Stop.
And surprise, surprise, has lied to do so.
He's such a fucking liar, dude. Holy shit.
And that he didn't know what lolly meant in the past, and then boldface lied that he only said the word one time, quoting another streamer. Here he is lying to another streamer straight to their face.
Bro, these guys need to be put in a mental asylum, bro. What the
I said the word lolly one time.
You know what's funny? Because he's brandishing a firearm, like a fake firearm, while he's talking about this, and he acts just like Hassan Piker. Isn't that funny? He's literally lying like Hassan Piker while holding a fake gun.
What?
I mean, that's just kind of an interesting coincidence. There's something about holding fake guns that make people lie, I guess.
Guys need to be put in a mental asylum, bro. What the
I said the word lolly one time because in the game's code, Flea and Chi-Chi's body type, they're underneath the category of lolly. So I said the word lolly, and the worst thing is I was quoting another content creator. His name's Xlex, who's a good dude. Okay, but him and this other guy called Fob say the word lolly a lot. I don't, right? So I said it for the first time. It gets clipped.
Dude, there's more Pokemon in this room than furniture. That's crazy.
And people say that I'm a pedophile.
Shaw is like this little lolly girl, okay? She's a firefighter. She doesn't look like any of them have miniguns.
Bro, he literally looks like the Quartering in this. He dresses like the Quartering. He talks like Hassan Piker. He's like an archetype created of every single person that I hate. Just fucking forced into one.
Which really pisses me.
They took like it's like this guy is like genetically created for me to hate him.
Off because I want to insane lolly with the minigun. We also have Flamebringer, whose kid seems pretty weird, but I don't care because he looks really hot. The cape.
What?
We also have Flamebringer, whose kid seems pretty weird, but I don't care because he looks really hot.
Kit. His Kit. Okay.
K-pop lead singer haircut, and then Vermelli, the little lolly girl. Please give me zombie lolly. Oh, zombie lolly, please. We need dead zombie lolly, and we need.
Dude, he's never once said the word. It's never even come out of his mouth.
Need Big Daddy Donger. New. Let's go.
Because I said the word. Because I said the word lolly, and they say I'm a pedophile. My little sister sees that shit without context. No. And then I have to explain to her why.
Oh my god, his family thought he was a pedo. His family thought he was a pedo. Oh my god, that's so funny. Bro, this is so fucking funny. He's admitting publicly that his family thought he was a pedo. Holy shit.
My little sister sees that shit without context. No. And then I have to explain to her why I'm not a creep.
Bro, what does your little sister think now? Can we get an update? Can you give me an update on because honestly, there's a percentage chance that he might actually watch this and he might even hear me say this. Can you give us an update on what your sister thinks of you now after your court case?
Damn, so
bro, why do I know so much about your fucking family?
They're really just on your for no reason.
Keep it off the internet.
Yeah. Imagine how Paimon's feet would taste.
In summation, Tectone is fake and doesn't stand on business if he can bet.
Let's just not talk about his little bro. He just invokes family members. Because every time this guy gets in a bad situation, he just lobs another family member. Bro, it's his fault. I'm fucking playing ball.
One guy makes a lolly breed tier list, and Tectone tries to deplatform him for being a nonce. And the other guy is literally playing explicit.
It doesn't matter if it's his friend's mother, like
videos with child characters censored just enough for YouTube, and Tectone's cool with it because he's a big name. Tectone actually reviews an extremely mild video on the Nux Taku drama where he puts on a sweeping clinic for Nux, calling the
You've just activated my father! Whoop! Oh my god.
Shadman situation, a non-issue several times.
The Shadman thing was a non-issue.
At one point he even had direct contact with Shadman.
Very fair. This is another non-issue. Oh, since the
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
on the Nux Taku drama, where he puts on a sweeping clinic for Nux, calling the Shadman situation a non-issue.
Whoa, dude, you're just asking for it.
Several times.
The Shadman thing was a non-issue.
Oh my god, bro. Wow.
At one point he even had direct contact with Shadman.
Very fair. This is another non-issue. Oh, since the beginning of me and Nux's relationship, maybe 4 years, 4.5 years, he's been nothing but good to me. I think it's fine if people don't like Nux. I think that's completely fine.
Dude, this guy is an actual rodent. That's deranged. I didn't even know that.
However, I don't, so I really don't care. That's pretty much it. All right, cool. Like, comment, subscribe.
Now, let's get into the court papers. They were filed June 25th, 2024. Before delving into them, it's important to remember that this is Tectone and his then girlfriend.
Bro, he lost this case, like, fast, right?
Pink's side, which will look to paint Freem in the worst
A year and a half he lost it? That seems kind of fast.
possible light. 2 months after this filing, Freem would deny every allegation made within these court papers and demand a trial. 3 months after this, and Pink would respond asking to dissolve the case with a notice of non-suit with prejudice, where both parties would bear their own costs and attorney fees. So we should remember that when this was contested to go to trial, Pink dropped the lawsuit and came out saying the most damning allegations in the suit were false, so people can read through the filings and come to their own conclusions. All of the filings will appear on screen for viewers to read, but there are specific points I will hit so this doesn't go on forever. The first page is standard, with Pink seeking monetary relief of over $250,000, but no more than $1 million. The next 2 pages explain Mythic Talent and their roster of Asmongold, Mizkif, Tectone, and others. It states that Freem assisted Tectone with daily management of Tectone's brand and business, and that she was the head artist of Mythic Talent and worked as a designer for OTK and Mythic. Now, part of this...
So Freem's obviously the ex, so not the recent person from the lawsuit that just ended. Freem is the ex-wife who was accusing him, and then that situation kind of... Like, she came up in the stuff that Mizkif was talking about, but not directly in relation to it.
I had in my last video, but what I didn't have, which further proves one of Tectone's lies, is it states that Curzon was hired on July 25th, 2022. This date is important because Tectone had claimed to Pink, and the public through her, that the reason
Freem is also a VTuber? Ooh.
Tectone verbally abused his...
I saw a comment today, I glanced at my YouTube thing, and it was like, do you think that Nick's entire opinion on this drama would change if he found out that Freem was a VTuber? And I find you guys to be... fair. No, I'm kidding.
wife in the car.
I find that to be totally reasonable.
Because he found out Freem was cheating on him right before this car domestic.
Keep this in mind. This is the day he caught her and Cruz cuddling on the couch and realized she was cheating on him with Cruz, his assistant.
However, this July 2022 date is months and months after this. It also corresponds with the plane tickets Pink had posted as proof to prove Tectone was lying about this. And these court documents...
So that's how Pink found out, essentially, that Tectone completely lied to her, and she went public and said a bunch of shit that was just completely inaccurate.
Further corroborate the date of Curzon's arrival, further cementing one of Tectone's lies. Exhibit 1 is attached to this page's claims about Curzon and Freem going on dates. A couple interesting tidbits about this. 1. The person who leaked all of her private communication with Freem to Tectone is VTuber Kitnetic. Interestingly, half a year later, Kitnetic would be one of the people backing up both Freem and Pink publicly about Tectone being abusive. The other thing of note is just...
Isn't that weird? Yeah, there's two people now who were initially on Tectone's side who are now completely flipping to the opposite.
Is that this correspondence was made well after Freem and Tectone separated in September. Page 5 elaborates more on the date Curzon and Freem went on, and then further states Freem would separate from Tectone, leaving 8 days after this, filing for divorce 4 months later. The next page states Pink and Tectone began dating in December of 2022 and provides Twitter logs to corroborate the timeline. Given its validity, the exhibit does suggest that Pink Chu and Tectone began talking a month after Freem filed for divorce. It then gets into the revenge allegations, which Pink now denies ever existed. The only evidence provided is a still of the front yard of Pink Chu and Tectone getting into the car. Now this is...
So that revenge porn allegation we went over last time was that... wasn't it that Pink was afraid that Freem was going to release her naked pictures or videos because of the camera thing? But the only video that she seemingly had was like... This was about... Because she was... Freem was supposed to spend her time with Tectone on Christmas, and then Pink ended up seeing her that night instead.
Tricky, but it specifically states there were cameras, quote, around the house. I'm assuming since the only evidence is of the front yard, that these cameras were around the outside of the house, but this is never clarified in the filing. Tectone states on the next page that his ex-wife called him and said, quote, "Is she better than me?" and told him about the cameras, and that she cheated on Tectone while they were still living together. Then there's a bunch of high school drama about who is dating who and rumors being spread. One in particular, the, quote, gag reflex surgery, is one I had no idea even existed until reading this court filing. It also mentions the micro comment Freem made about microtone.
Hold on, the what?
Existed until reading this court, the, quote, gag reflex surgery.
Pink Chu had several cosmetic surgeries and was considering more, such as a gag reflex surgery, and Tectone paid for them. Also, the sentence, Tectone was grooming Pink Chu as a sex slave due to her autism, is so fucking funny. That is insane.
Is one I had no idea even existed until reading this court filing. It also mentions the micro comment Freem made about microtone. As a quick aside, in the last video I didn't think much of these comments other than Tectone's ex just talking poorly about him, but I was made aware that he has actually openly talked about having a micro before, so I'm leaning more towards microtone not being just a meme.
That's what women do when I pull out my penis. They say, wow, so small. That's my ritual. I wake up, I jerk off, and I go do my job. But I woke up, started that, and then I covered it up as me scratching my leg. Thankfully, I have a very small cock.
Call it a stereotype, call it
Bro, tell me that's not the quartering. First of all, tell me that's not the quartering. Second of all, I believe. Dude, I believe. I believe in microtone.
Fortunate circumstances, but being a
That's a fucking Hambly archetype.
self-admitted microtone ain't helping his abuse allegations, fam. If you're keeping score, you can put a point in the dick category for this one. Next, I mentioned one of Tectone's friends, Zizix, presented as someone who knows all the allegedly illegal things Freem is doing to Tectone. For those who don't know, Zizix is a guy who, upon Pikachu making allegations public, potentially spread fake DMs of
commentator of the year, the best commentator of the year.
She got a gag reflex surgery, but it's funny, cause she was really gagging for a different reason.
Dude, her gag reflex surgery was because of the smell.
Pink to try to discredit her. He claims he didn't know that they were fake after being called out for it, but you can decide that on your own. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Tectone also claims his ex-wife sent videos to Kinetic and the CEO of Mythic Talent. Next, Freem is accused of posting Tectone's bank statements, stealing money, and a whole host of things. However, the exhibits that are provided to prove these claims contain none of that info whatsoever. Page 10 states that on February 3rd, Freem announced that she was not on good terms with Tectone, and there were current legal happenings between them and their lawyers. Then on page 11, the next day, it gets back to Pink that Freem was about to go public with allegations against Tectone. It's stated as, quote, serious and false allegations, but upon hearing them from Pink, Tectone freaked out. He found out that a Google Doc was about to be released regarding the abuse allegations, and that Vebe, Kuko, and Soda Poppin were aware of the alleged abuse.
Wait, what? Fucking Soda Poppin'? Okay.
Tectone claims it was being used as blackmail. Immediately after this, in the
And this is when Pink Chew started making her videos and stuff defending him?
court filings, it states that in response to these allegations potentially becoming public, Pink Chew then elects to file a police report against Freem for revenge.
Yeah, so this is what we were looking at last time. So I guess right before Freem was going to expose Tectone, then that started this whole thing of like, his psycho ex is lying about him, she's going to release revenge porn about me, and then Pink Chew starts like defending Tectone publicly.
It then claims that people that used to employ Freem
UCS Death Star is buns? Bro, where did that even come from? Dude, that literally just personally... What the fuck? I want the UCS Death Star. I have nowhere to put it, but if I had room for it, I would buy it.
were sent revenge.
Dude, that was out of nowhere. I feel personally attacked by you attacking the UCS Death Star. That literally came out of nowhere. Was there any place where that could have even been slightly relevant? Or were you just looking into my soul when you wrote that? Oh, it's on the right. I built the UCS Death Star so you don't have to. That's fucking hilarious.
Freem for revenge. It then claims that people that used to employ Freem were sent revenge. But again, Pink Chew claims this revenge never existed.
One guy? That was actually like an insane one guy.
That she was
I was reading that. I was like, what? Dude, what the fuck?
manipulated to press charges against Freem to silence her. So if this is true, what the hell is going on with Freem's former employers who were representing Tectone at the time and still are presently?
Keep in mind, Mythic Talent has already dropped Tectone, so he's not on Mythic Talent anymore.
Let's take a moment to consider a few things. One, Pink and Tectone are alleging in this that Freem was just willy-nilly spreading revenge of them to higher-ups and co-workers at the org she worked for at the time. How deranged does this sound on the face of it? Oh, hey, boss and CEO of Mythic Talent, Musashi, that pays my bills. Man, me and my new boyfriend are furious at my ex-husband and his new girlfriend like you wouldn't believe. Here, let me just send you this I have of them that I secretly recorded on security cameras. It sounds insane. Mythic Talent
It literally would never happen. I don't know. The revenge porn stuff is shocking when it comes up in YouTube drama, because my initial assumption is like absolutely nobody would risk destroying their entire career over leaking sexual videos intentionally of a partner to own them on social media.
is a talent agency of most.
I don't think there's ever been a scenario where that has actually happened in a YouTube drama. It's definitely happened in real life, but I don't think that's actually come up in YouTube drama. It's always some other aspect. Like there's always something else happening. Nobody's ever like, oh dude, yeah, I'm really mad about this. Let me send these videos to everybody.
With other people's signs such as Tectone and Osmongold. Pretty good agency, especially if you're willing to be on the record as receiving revenge from your employees and potentially later going to court.
Unless you're Ethan Ralph. Actually, you might, I don't remember the details of that, but you might actually have just got me. It's possible that, didn't Ethan Ralph leak a sex tape because the guy was talking shit? Like the current boyfriend was talking shit? And he actually just dropped his own sex tape? No, wait, I stand corrected.
For it. There's no documentation whatsoever or statement.
You're saying Lion Maker in chat, and I don't even know what you're talking about. I actually have no idea on that one. You could be right there too.
Talent CEO or employees if any of this happened.
Nick, I'm sauceless. I wish there was a restock this week so I can use it. Well, you're in luck because on this Friday night, I don't know if it's this Friday night, but yeah, there will be a sauce update. New sauce dropping.
By the way.
Old sauce dropping.
So I suppose the question would be, if we are assuming these are lies, if Mythic Talent was aware that they were being named as a witness to revenge crimes that never happened, how involved were they were helping push a lawsuit in favor of two of the people they were representing at the time, Pink and Tectone? Those are the only two options. Either Freem sent all of her co-workers and her boss, the CEO of Mythic Talent Musashi, revenge her ex-husband and his new girlfriend, where they knowingly lied about receiving it in order to aid two of the creators they were representing at the time. We know it's stated in the court documents that Freem was telling other creators a part of this network about her alleged abuse from Tectone. So how much was there to gain in participating in a lawsuit or the police action that occurred right after these allegations got back to everyone and were about to become public? And can you guess who Mythic Talent is owned by? The same company that has had several
Yeah, it's just fucking... Okay.
of these sorts of allegations in the past.
Dude, this is the OTK highlight reel we've been talking about.
Can you guess who Mythic Talent is owned by?
Rich Campbell has returned, I believe.
The same company that has had several of these sorts of allegations
Ms. Kiff has been canceled twice.
in the past.
Iconic kick streamer.
OTK, or One True King. Founded by
Asmongold, I think, has left OTK, right? Is he not in OTK anymore?
OTK members Asmongold and Tips Out, who you can see here with Tectone on the Steak and Eggs podcast. 2. The VTuber who leaked all of her communications with Freem, Kitnetic, was the main source they used throughout this, with leaked private conversations of Freem venting to what appears to be a friend. The odd thing about this is that months later, when Pink came out with her allegations against Tectone, Kitnetic tweeted in support of both women, claiming they had the exact same story as far as the abuse.
Oh, fuck, wait, dude, that just put everything together for me. I remember this message, but I didn't remember who the Kitnetic person was. In his last video, he showed this fairly early on, saying it's kind of crazy how two people gave the same story at two different times who weren't talking to each other. But I guess she kind of bridged the gap for Frim and Pink to talk. Okay, that makes sense.
They experienced with Tectone. After Pink made it public that the revenge wasn't real, there has been no clarification from any of these supposed witnesses in regards to any of this, as so far as saying, hey, she's lying or anything else. Thinking this was strange, I reached out to Kitnetic, who actually responded to me in the exact same way Tectone did.
Wait, no way. Holy shit.
She said that they would talk about this subject, but because there was a lawsuit, they couldn't. However, there is no lawsuit. And I was able to get her to clarify after I mentioned the police investigation that that's actually what she meant. Basically, I was told what was stated publicly is all that can be really said, out of fear of the ongoing police investigation or any potential legal fallout. I wish I could give a clearer answer, as the implications of the revenge from being a lie are actually pretty massive. The police action against Freem happened directly after she was going to make her allegations public, which was followed shortly after with a lawsuit. It's pretty simple. If the revenge wasn't real, it calls into question why the company Mythic Talent was saying that it was. It makes it
Yeah! So Mythic Talent literally rode until the last possible second and then jumped ship now. Dude, how bad is the new shit if they dropped after that?
question how hard Mythic Talent were pushing for.
And yes, I got you, dude. Yes, it is pretty massive.
And you know what else is massive?
That's fucking funny.
Litigation in the aftermath of Tectone's ex-wife possibly coming out with allegations. There's nothing you could say definitively, though nobody involved in the lawsuit is willing to clarify or confirm whether or not the revenge is real. Around 30 hours after reaching out to Musashi, the CEO of Mythic Talent, and others, somebody attempted to hack my Twitter account. There were around 10 password resets sent all within the same minute. Obviously, there's no telling who tried hacking my account whatsoever, and it could have nothing to do with what I've been working on.
I assume it has nothing to do with it.
At all. However, I felt it was worth mentioning and including for posterity's sake. Page 14 contains a record request for the police report that Pink filed, which was done by Freem's boyfriend, Kurzum. Then, an anonymous account on Twitter, which you could assume was Kurzum, began posting the report, intimating that the report was a lie. If it isn't a lie, and Freem was guilty of this, it would be a very odd thing to do to just start posting the incident report about you. After the police report was posted 2 other times on Twitter, on March 15th, Pink would send a cease and desist to Freem. And that's it for the allegations made in the court.
That's fucking crazy. There's more here if you want to watch the rest of it, but I'll probably tap out now. Going through the full Tectone court documents, we'll be addressing Tectone's response, implicit legal threats towards me, his hypocrisy / history with Lolly, and more! Holy fuck, dude. Where is the proof that, oh my, dude, 4 hours ago, the Nux people are still in here. That's so funny. Wait, 7 hours ago. Holy shit. These videos will explode soon enough. They're absolutely amazing quality work. They deserve to be seen by everybody. Oh my god, dude. Definitely needs a part 3 now. Part 3 about to hit like crack. Had to sub after Mizkif's stream reaction. Finally, microtone is going down. Transcript is coming Monday or Tuesday. He lost his case. Rip Bozo. Holy crap, the Lucari situation actually makes this so much worse as time goes on. Funny how a lot of friends Tectone had. Jesus Christ. You look and sound like Mewtwo King's twin brother? Well, there's more people watching, clearly. Damn, you're a piece of shit. Dude didn't rape anybody. My father was a rapist and a fiend. My father was a rapist and a fiend. Stop. Yet another's... Okay, Jesus. Leaving a comment for the algorithm, that dude needs to be locked up in a mental institution. I can't believe his response was like, source, it came to me in a delusion. Also, Mythic Talent didn't mention the Lucari thing, but did mention Tectone. That's weird, too. Maybe it's a formality just because it's a lawsuit. At that point, it's like, oh, okay, well, you gotta go now. Sorry. Unfortunately, dude, tears dripping down their face. We have to get rid of you. I am interested. What do you think the legal mindset take on this is going to be? I think that legal mindset was live during the segment. The Tectone Files Part 1 review. The only problem is it's not the fast facts. We're not going to see that for a little while. But I do kind of want to hear a bit of his take on it. Let's see.
So let's get rocking with the Tectone Files. So I'm going to present to you first the PP, which is going to be part of a fast...
Dude, you got to see his PP. I want to see his PP really quick, dude.
I know there will be more documents released in the future. This is just the start, okay? But I know it's a lot, so we're going to go through it all. By the way, also caffeine, my other vice. Got this birdie here. This is a Thai latte, right? Gonna rock in that one.
He's going to be reviewing the court documents that ShaMoo showed, but they are uncensored. Okay.
We got the Credendong.
Wait, in this video, he reads the uncensored court doc? I mean, I guess that's fine. I don't know. I don't really care about court documents, but it seems like the stuff that they got access to shouldn't have been public, so that makes it a bit worse, I think. Maybe I wouldn't show it then.
We're going there.
If it's something that you can get with a Freedom of Information request, I don't care. If it's something that you can't get, maybe that's probably not good.
Needs more caffeine. Well, let's see which one I got.
Dude, he sounds fucking upset, bro.
Is, of course, the Eggman. Of course, Tech.
Dude, what is this? Defendant.
Down. And to be honest with you guys, once again, if I'm going to disclose my bias, and I do have a bias here, I like Tectone.
That's fine.
I'm not going to pretend that
I kind of wish he didn't do this, but fine.
Don't like Tectone, and I don't like the content he covers, and that some of my bias is towards his defense. So if people want to criticize me and say I'm being very convenient to the defense, I will accept that. But understand, I do indeed try to treat cases like this on all sides.
Well, because he would literally never have an opportunity to represent him in every other walk of life or any other form of content, not even content creation. But like, if he was actually Tectone's lawyer, he wouldn't be able to be Tectone's lawyer. He'd have to absolve himself. If he was like his HR person, he wouldn't be able to make a judgment on it.
The GOAT.
Especially when it comes to actual court cases.
Unfortunately, a YouTube drama, though, it doesn't really matter. You got to talk about it, brother.
So I try to give the defendant the best light possible and the plaintiff the best light possible. So we are going to do...
All right, so he's biased. He's admitted bias. Let's get into the actual coverage.
This is one of the problems of streamers rating streamers. I'm not going to lie. A lot of times it gets into a point where it's more profitable for the drama of it than for the actual relationship, right? This is Tectone's ex-girlfriend. So all you got to know is Tectone over here was the boyfriend of this girl. That's all you got to know. That's all you got to know. You don't got to follow.
Jesus Christ, dude. All right, this is going to take fucking forever. This is the fast facts version. All right, come on. Come on. How far do I go before he starts reading the... Okay, that's the unredacted. So we have till here for anything interesting to happen.
I had a conversation when I joined Mythic, and I said, I am going to cover
Oh, fuck. He's on Mythic too?
stuff fairly and impartially. And even if someone was part of Mythic or formerly part of Mythic or had some Mythic relationship, I'm going to talk about it in a legal context. And if they want to drop me over that, that's fine. I don't give a shit, right? I'm just covering this stuff neutrally, right? And Mythic, from what I understand in my own contract and others people's, what I assume are other people's contracts, right? You are allowed to drop people if there are even potential brand damage or if there's anything that could look bad or untoward, etc. So Mythic was within their right to drop Tectone. And from what I understand, he doesn't even hold hard feelings over that. But that can be...
All right, so that's just Tectone's speech through him.
For those that don't know, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, obviously that made it...
Wait, whoa.
And yeah, the Japanese, someone said the Japanese excuse. Yeah, you can drop somebody if they're not completely somebody you want to endorse. That's the way advertising works. Advertisers are skittish. So Depp versus Heard, for those that don't know, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, obviously that made it big for me, but in a post...
All right, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here, but this is a nuclear level cut.
Depp world, we cannot take Me Too at its face.
Dude, that's crazy! This guy, I get it. I give him fucking 10 racks up for saying his bias immediately. But for getting 3 sentences in, cutting to a picture of Amber Heard and going, we can't just believe women, guys, is kind of a nuclear take. Dude, in a post-Johnny Depp world, we need to scrutinize these women more. It's kind of crazy.
And just say, okay, because someone said on the internet that this other person did all these horrible things, that means they're guilty. No. We got to go look at the case. We got to see who won. And in this civil case, for example, with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, Johnny Depp was vindicated. Right? That doesn't mean that Amber Heard was a criminal. She's not a criminal. She's not. But it does mean that it seems like she was not telling the truth about some stuff. Right? Okay. So here's my standards here. All evidence is treated at the highest degree because it's officially...
It's also kind of crazy that, like, this is after the lawsuit. This is not like, I didn't rip up something from a year ago. This is, like, live. 2 hours ago. This was, for context, when this was recorded, I was doing the intros for tonight's segment.
File with the court, not just online. So I'm going to be looking primarily at the stuff that's filed. There is some stuff that was put online that I think is very...
Is that not poisoning the well? Well, he acknowledges that he's crazy biased. He poisoned the well immediately. I don't know, dude. Like, I think there's like the necessity to cover something, and then there's people wanting you to partake in a humiliation ritual. Once you've kind of said, like, hey, every single thing that you're going to say is super biased here, you're just doing the humiliation ritual. There's no reasonable person coming to this video going like, oh, I want clear, unbiased coverage from a person who literally states their bias. They just want to see you, like, fucking freak out. That's what they're going. Like, that's why I'm here. I just wanted to see him freak out.
Telling. But
unfortunately, he's done decent so far, except for that crazy Amber Heard thing.
There's a particular text conversation that I think is very telling. And each individual case is evaluated for its impact. So what does this mean? What does this say about the person? Does this mean that Tectone is a horrible, mean, evil person? Or does this mean that he is working through some
Can I
stuff?
say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why? Yeah.
Right? Got to talk to my editor here. Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, reasonable doubt. Beyond the reasonable doubt is what I would say a 99% chance that this happened, right? This is a super high chance, not exactly 99%, but very, very high. Preponderance on the evidence is sort of like a 51%, like Kiernoth said, right? That's a very good, one of my OGs here, Kiernoth. It's basically more, very, very high. Preponderance on the evidence is sort of like a 51%, like Kiernoth said, right? That's a very good, one of my OGs here, Kiernoth.
I thought he said QAnon. I had to go back.
It's basically more likely than not. That is not a criminal standard. And at this time, Tectone has not been convicted of any criminal act, so it is still defamatory to call him a criminal. So anybody out there who's calling him a R word, and we're all big boys and girls, and we can assume what that says. I'm not going to say it because we're multi-streaming on YouTube.
Racist? Why can't I say that he's a racist?
and on Twitch, and I don't want to say that word because I'll be put in the naughty camp, but we all know what that is.
I think you meant to say rapist.
He's not.
I hate getting demonetized.
Not convicted of.
We're on YouTube, right? Rapist, right? You remember rapist? I'm not saying the Tectone. I'm just saying, like, I just want to remind everybody that I'm going to get green ads on this video, and I just said rapist out loud, right? That's the thing that I just said, okay? Just for context. This is green, by the way. I'm making money on this. Yeah, I mean, that has nothing to do with Tectone. I'm just so fucking sick and tired of people just lying about what they can and can't say on YouTube. We have to call it unalive and all this shit. It's just so fucking cringe.
That. So therefore, you saying that can make you defaming someone because that is not true, right? Yet.
That doesn't sound very good. I mean, he's right. But dude, bro, I do not want. I don't think he wanted this defense, my guy.
That is not true.
Do the hard yet.
Right? Yet. I'll say that.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Defense of Pikachu, I'll say yet. If she goes and proves that, then that's another thing. But that's not been proven. Okay. Also, here's some factors based on my
you could say killed on YouTube. Why is everyone using stupid euphemisms? Because you can get hit with a community guideline thing if the bot that's looking at your video thinks that you wanted to kill somebody. So when you're saying like not aliving or whatever, you don't want it to accidentally be picked up as a threat, because then you have to explain to a YouTube person on the back end, hey, look, I wasn't talking about actually killing somebody or whatever. That's actually a risky thing.
I started soy pogging and whooping and hollering when I saw LM in the stream preview.
Unfortunately, there's not like a ton of crazy shit here.
Research
so far.
Yeah. So some saying
But yeah, you do want to be careful when you're talking about like the concept of hurting or harming another creator, because the creator on creator harassment policy is actually a risk. Even if you're not doing that on purpose, the AI things that are looking at you are scrutinizing it.
Ms. Kiff say that? If Ms. Kiff dropped the hard R word, maybe Hassan, did Hassan say that? Maybe there you go. So can Ms. Kiff be liable if he dropped that and accused him of being a criminal? Yes, Ms. Kiff could. And understand.
My issue is I assume Tectone right now, at this current moment in time, has probably a lot more on his plate than being able to deal with. Because I know Ms. Kiff has said this. I know Hassan Piker has said this, right? They call him Rape Tone and shit. But it seems like, at least to me, Tectone is probably preoccupied.
I'm going to get to...
I don't think they're actually going to do anything. I don't think he'd actually be able to do anything about it.
To Ms. Kiff. Oh, little Ms. Kiff. I'm going to get to him soon.
Oh. All right. This is... Okay.
He is clearly deflecting from his own case.
Is this like... Dude, this is the problem I have with these YouTube lawyers. What is the legal implication of Ms. Kiff is deflecting?
Where he is being...
What is the legal implication of Hassan Piker has committed a hypocrisy, a moral wrongdoing?
Dogpile.
Why are you... Dude, this is my issue with a lot of his other coverage. He's just a drama YouTuber who LARPs. Like, guys, I'm doing the legal know-how rundown of this, and he just does YouTube drama for the vast majority, and the rest is reading donations on some of these.
Ms. Kiff's case is not going to go well for him. He's trying to...
Fake lawyer? No, he's a real lawyer. He's just really, 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 really digging into the drama thing now. So it's not... You can't even go to him for legal coverage because you're just getting somebody's opinion.
Lump everybody in and drag everybody else out and say that 3 terabytes of hentai for Lucario.
Dude, there's a Lucari name drop. Like, holy fuck.
For Tectone, this and this, calling everybody else's sins.
Say what you want about me, but I read the fucking Tom shit.
Out. It doesn't matter who's the sinner. You can still be guilty of the crime. So saying somebody else is a bad person doesn't make you innocent of the thing you're accused of. And I know he's...
Dude, I don't think anybody on planet Earth is saying, oh, I'm sorry, Emaru. Ms. Kiff dropped a bomb on Tectone last night. I don't think anyone has that take.
Who said I wasn't, right? Mudang is her only witness, yes. And her...
Oh, God.
It's very pro-female. The law is very pro-female. It's very pro...
Travis County has pro-female bias. Potential activist judge Wait, with domestic violence bias, jury pool potentially biased towards plaintiff. We haven't seen any abusive communication.
Pro-female, pro-female. The law is very pro-female. Just looking at some of the cases and the outcomes in Travis County, it's very pro-female. The law is very pro-female. It's very pro-female conviction on these sort of things.
Dude, the juries were rigged. Dash a lawyer.
This is relevant. There's something called forum shopping. You go in places where you're likely to get a conviction. Travis County, definitely.
Yeah, he's loading this so hard at the beginning.
Definitely one of them. We have a potential activist judge with a DV bias. So they did not recuse themselves. And they have a potential background that made them sympathetic to the plaintiff.
I mean, I think that you should have recused yourself entirely.
To the plaintiff. The jury pool was potentially skewed towards the plaintiff, heavy female bias. I think from what I'm...
What is a domestic violence bias? Is that somebody who's like previously been raped, therefore they can't possibly judge this effectively? Is that what that means? Sympathetic? Yeah, could it be a sympathy to victims, or is it like previously raped? Nick, we need to go back and appreciate Mudang. I'm sorry.
Getting in my information. There may have been, I don't know if it's an all-female jury or just heavy female. And we haven't seen any abusive communications. That's different than misgift, where we...
Bro, what? What?
Have seen potentially abusive...
Why are we making a tier list? What's happening?
Communications. Now, that said...
But if you don't like Mizkif's coverage, you have to hate this guy's coverage too, because he's doing the exact same thing. Mizkif came in and went me, a little side of me, right? And now he's doing this coverage, Mr. Lawyer Man, and he's like, you. And it's just like, I just want to know about Tectone, Mizkif, legal mindset. Everybody, can we just talk about Tectone?
I believe that personal relationships and private relationships, dating is messy. And guys, I've had some messy relationships too.
Wait, hold on. Let him talk.
I mean, I dated Latinas in the U.S.
He's got the Gator defense. He's got busty Latinas in the U.S.
The personal relationships and private relationships, dating is messy. And guys, I've had some messy relationships too. I mean, I dated Latinas in the U.S., right, in Miami, right. We got some messy stuff, and I've had some messy stuff in Asia too. And if you get those texts out of context, you get these messages of content. It can look really bad. It can look really freaking bad, right?
Bro, what do your text messages look like? What do your messages look like? Show them to me.
And I do believe that one of the problems that we have in the West is...
Oh, no, dude. No. Wait. Dude, this isn't Tectone's fault. It's the West. Wait.
And this is US and Canada and stuff like that, is we're able to take one snapshot, one little screenshot of what is a relationship.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night,
really
and after watching Nick's stream,
you don't know the context, you don't know the background, you don't know the story, right? And like you said here, yeah, Mr. Happy, it's right. Love and hate are strong emotions. Exactly. Sometimes the girls that I've loved the most, I've also simultaneously hated the most because they are so freaking annoying, and they...
Hell yeah, man. I know what you're talking about. Yo, 2 thumbs up for you, homie. Yeah, you know how those bitches be.
Know how to get you. They know how to do...
They know how to fucking push buttons, man. Yeah.
They know exactly how to piss you off.
Yeah.
Right? And
dude, what are we talking? Oh, this is a stream about tech. Oh, my bad.
Unfortunately, some of us.
Dude, I'm watching a lawyer talking about the Tectone files, and he's like, "Bro, you know that some of these bitches be trifling. Some of these hoes from Miami be trifling. You know what I'm talking about, guys?"
Included, get a little bit addicted to toxic relationships. It happens, right? You just like it. You like it because the feelings, the high and low of the feelings, and if you've got... I disclose I have bipolar disorder, right? Sometimes with that highs and the lows, if it hits in the right time when I'm feeling a certain way, it can get addicting, right? They know the buttons to press, right? The mental terrorist.
Dude, Legal Mindset, in his defense for Tectone, has come in and said that the women he has dated are mental terrorists. What is happening? What is going on? Legal incel? Yeah, this is insane.
Right. So I understand.
Dude, the mental terrorist, dude, the bipolar drop. Yeah.
I'm sympathetic to it. And I think a lot of this stuff should be kept private and should not be in the courts.
Did he just say he's bipolar? Wait, did we miss that? Yeah, he did. He said that.
That's my personal opinion. Spider, so what's up, base legal mind?
I paused for dramatic effect. I'm downloading this.
And said, that's right. Hold on. We need a based reaction for base legal mindset. What do we got here?
Hello, beso de pato, man.
Okay.
Or addictions, police report, or it's BS. That's right. Well, there was a police report filed. They did not go forward with it. So earlier someone said, what do you mean dropped? I mean, there was a police report filed and they decided.
So this is the police report that ShaMoo was talking about.
Not to pursue that. Oh, by the way, Asobi, who was the one, big shout out to Asobi who helped me out with these stickers on X.
Commentator
He made
of the year, the best commentator of the year.
Ooh.
I just
very
planned my
cool.
next international trip
Oh, wait,
in the
not
fall
very cool.
to Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. Nick, do you have any advice for how to avoid legal mindset while I am in Thailand?
I actually do. I actually do. Here we go. Oh, it didn't come up. Fuck. When the VOD gets here, this is going to be a perfect transition. Dude, you just gotta stay out of the brothel. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry, on Kick. He made them all black line for you guys. So give some love.
What's the name of
Asobi in
the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Chat for his and Moodangs and everything else. He was the
Bro, we got him announcing he's bipolar so far in the Tectone video. We got him announcing the trifling hoes are terrorists to his mind, okay? And we've got new Moodang just dropped.
one who made that possible over there on Kick. So that is all thanks to him. All thanks to him. So big love here, guys. All right. Here's one communication I saw. Now, once again, so I'm looking for abusive communications, right?
Someone in my chat should be careful. He's reportedly litigious. Where? How did you figure? Wait, how do you figure that he's litigious? I mean, it might be the legal. It is. I'm kidding.
I'm looking for something.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
that
kidding. Thank you for
shows
hitting the goal. You guys
these
have another
people were
goal.
abusive towards each other. And in the Miskiff case, we have some of that. Once again, a snapshot, perhaps not the whole thing. I'll give some credit to Miskiff there. Maybe he has other tech communications, right? But this is Pikachu cosplays at Pikachu saying, I have something called PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, that I'm currently being treated for. And there's a lot of physical pain and my emotions are really bad. So just like feeling so depressed, I even don't want
Wait, I'm so confused. Is this the fucking first thing we're looking at here?
to. Even so on stream day is really, really rough. Dude, and I'll say this. I understand that. I completely freaking understand that. I completely
What is happening?
we understand having that there's some things in my life that
Dude, wait. This is literally just to immediately discredit her?
I think have given me PTSD because I've gone through some crazy stuff, and I understand just being so hurt that you don't want to stream. That's real.
Bro, am I just watching Tectone's response?
Right? That's real, and that can happen. Very much so. And she goes on saying, I'm really trying to be tough, though. It's not easy when it feels like the end of the world. And I understand that. Please be patient with me. The doctor said it could be up to 6 months of the treatment to be fully working. But in the meantime, it's awful, man.
Bro, what is this?
The mood swings and pain, especially if you're not on medication or not getting therapy. Yeah, that's really bad. Thank you to everyone for being so kind to me while I deal with this.
Holy shit, dude.
And by the way, speaking of our plushie, I think the sample just got in, so we're gonna get going on that.
Oh my god, he's doing a fucking makeshift plush. Everything about this is terrible.
For now, right? So I've told you most of these other things. I'm not gonna spoil the fast facts here, but we're gonna go through everything, and I'm withholding my judgment until we get all
No way.
of the Carfax. Till we get everything.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Okay.
Before I issue a judgment on this, because I want to see all the information on this. Now we're going to go through unlike the fast facts, we're going to go through some of the documents today. So that's going to take us some time, and we're going to chill out and enjoy that. But that's
so he jumps into the documents here. That was the fast facts. Are there any actual? Apparently, the document's not redacted, so I'm not going to jump in there and take a look at it. But that's an offline watch for me.
We show Tectone, shove him in a box.
Judgment withheld for the moment.
I'm withholding my judgment because I want to see more evidence. We need to consult all the evidence. We need to say before we cancel.
In a post-dep world, we need to account for all the evidence. Didn't we need all the evidence the whole time, ever, in every situation?
Tectone.
Ms. Kiff released... Dude, this is his legal judgment on it. Ms. Kiff releasing the documents, clearly taking the pressure off his case, which contains evidence of abusive communications. Intimate partner relations are very personal and private. You know what's crazy? I just skipped 2 hours, and this is exactly what his take was in the first 20 minutes. He looked at this whole document.
Nicholas, the goat.
And everything that I'm reading in this judgment slide is exactly what he said in the very beginning. That seems interesting, right? Did he not say all of this already?
Before we show Tectone.
Yeah, no one was ever famously falsely accused before Johnny Depp.
Shove him in a box and you do whatever, put him in the box, shot the leaflet. We need to make sure we see this all. And Ms. Kiff is clearly releasing these documents to take pressure off his case, which shows abusive communications.
Holy fuck, that's a crazy legal take.
Intimate partner relationships are very personal and private. And honestly, it sucks to see this dragged through the court of public opinion. But you know what? We've now looked at this, and honestly, reviewing what I just reviewed today, I'm more sympathetic to Tectone. I'm sorry. Like, seeing what he went through.
Wait, wasn't your slide saying withholding judgment for the moment? I guess it was literally the moment.
And seeing factually that he went through like really like deep burn stuff. I am more sympathetic to Tectone than before. Having not read that.
Josh, his opening statement was, "I'm withholding judgment."
X13
in his thing, and it was literally exactly for 1 moment.
It says for 5, Biz doesn't realize there's an army of people.
And wait, he can relate
like deep burn stuff. I'm more sympathetic to Tectone than before.
To be clear, I'm not saying it's impossible for Tectone to come out and start sharing evidence for the very first time that actually can make him look better. Okay. Keep in mind, this Pink Shoe person is somebody who could literally be manipulated into filing a false police report, apparently, from what we've seen so far. So, who knows? Who fucking knows? All right? That being said, dude, come on.
Having not read that. Josh X13 says for 5, Miz doesn't realize there's an army of people watching Miz every move for the rest of his life.
I mean, come on.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
I die you to fiwa me mythic tawent. But Tectone is my best FWEND.
He has Eastern adjacent mindset.
Public career's over. It's hard to end somebody, but
it's just crazy that like everyone's criticizing Ms. Kiff for going me, and everyone's like Ms. Kiff, and just nobody. It's just to literally deflect away. Oh, dude, I can't believe that Ms. Kiff is abusing his situation to take pressure off of his case, which contains evidence of me using Ms. Kiff to take pressure off of this case. Basically what I'm saying is it's like a huge Ouroboros of like everybody just sucking cock and getting plowed in the ass in this fucking community. Everybody, like literally this entire community is just jumping in here to become part of the human centipede of just fucking blowing each other and shitting in each other's mouths. It's actually disgusting. Ouroboros, yeah. He's probably getting legal advice. I mean, all these people are just deranged freaks. Yeah, Ouroboros mentioned, true. I was eating, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hold any of these people very high.